Okay, see how long it takes. Hi, Mr. Shannon Knight, Miss Carla, who's always in here, Lisa Free Spirit. I don't think anybody's here quite yet, but I'm just about to start, although Laura's still live, so I didn't want to go live, but I didn't want to push it off completely either. She was ending soon anyway. So, hello, Mr. Saturday, Lisa. Hey, everybody. What's everybody up to? It's what? Today's Thursday. I'm lost. I'm completely lost, and I'll tell you why. Well, I mean, some of you have heard I had to go to the emergency room. Yesterday was what? Today's Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Went to the emergency room Tuesday. Had a really bad experience. I actually left the emergency room, came home. They wanted me to go to the emergency room where I'm dealing with people who are dealing with my stomach. And I'm like, well, that's an hour away. It's like 9:00 at night. I'm not going. Went to sleep. And then woke up the next day, went down to the other. They helped me out, got some medications. Things started to feel better. Things were great. Everything was perfect. So thankfully, I got sent home, which normally never happens to me when I go to the emergency room. They never send me home. But I got sent home. And next thing I know, it's midnight. I'm still in all my clothes, like all my like yoga pants and my bra and everything. I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm looking around the house and I'm like, it was midnight. I didn't, and everybody's sound asleep. Go downstairs. I asked my husband, I'm like, because I remember Marissa was on. Like, what are you doing on? And she's like, I'm like, I gotta go ask my husband. I have no idea what has happened or why I've been asleep this long. So I went down. He's just like, no, you've needed sleep and we just haven't woken you up. I'm like, oh, okay. So I came up here and I had all this time. I was hungry. I got to hang out with Molly Golightly and a bunch of people on her panel, which I didn't expect to because it was so late. And yeah, that was crazy. And then I went back to sleep and I think I just woke up again like about an hour ago. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put some makeup on so I don't fall back to sleep. So I started playing with this makeup. I got this new makeup that I got, right? So I went to go visit Marissa. So we went through a Hershey World and stuff like that. And they had this, right? Now get this, ready? Get this. Watch this. Look at that stuff. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. So that's why you see the little glitter. I never normally wear that stuff above my eyes and stuff. But this was like the coolest thing. And they had like 2 of them. And you also got like some kind of lip balm for like $50. I'm like, this one was just perfect. I didn't need anything more than that. But it was so much fun to play with. And no, it doesn't smell like chocolate, unfortunately. Hey, Ageless Beauty. Lisa, how are you? I know, you're never home. I thought you were on vacation. Vicky D, how you doing? Good to see everybody here. Just kind of chit-chatting. Lost a couple of days with sleep and the hospitals and craziness going on. And it's almost 4:30 here. And I feel like I've gotten nothing accomplished in like 3 days whatsoever. Here, I'm going to put this here. I am inviting one and all because today is just that kind of day. Hold on. No, wait, no, wrong one. Here we go. Copy. All right. But if you want to come up here, you must use your voice. Just saying. Have to use voices if you come up. I've had people who came up and never used their voice before. Kind of strange. Oh, and I got one of these. I love these things. They're called like hippie soles. I love this stuff. So I just got myself a hippie sole dress. So I'm wearing it right now. Good to see you, Lisa, and Mr. Shannonite, and everybody else. Oop, my friend's calling me right now, but she doesn't know I'm live. Hold on. Hello. I want you to know something.
Yeah.
I'm live on the internet right now. Do you want to?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Should I look you up on YouTube?
You'd hear yourself.
Excuse me?
You would hear yourself.
Great.
And then my friend from England, Lisa, just joined us.
Oh, go on then.
Fantastic. I love her from England.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Lisa?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Lisa, I can't hear you.
Oh no. Oh, hang on,
Oh, wait.
hang on. Oh God.
My
Can you not hear
volume's
me?
all the way. My volume's all the way down. That's why I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. You can hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm so sorry. If I'm not working, I'm asleep.
I don't blame you.
I really am. I'm so sorry, but I'm not working. So I hopped on and wanted to say hello.
Hello. Hold on real quick. By the way, I gave Marissa your wine spritzers. She had them the other day.
Oh, yeah?
My friend Deb, who's on the phone,
What did she think?
she gave me wine spritzers. So I gave them to Molly Golightly because I was at her house this weekend and she drank them.
She liked them?
She liked them. Yes, she drank them. She liked them.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. So I just wanted to let you know that.
I have to contact her, see if she wants more.
Maybe. All right. Let me call you back. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay.
Who was that?
It's my friend Deb,
Oh.
a non-YouTuber who doesn't understand YouTube.
Oh gosh, yes, I know. Yeah, most of my friends are a little bit like that. They have
Yeah, I'm like that's why I'm like I'm live. You might want to look back because I'm live.
Oh yeah, I know. But they kind of get this glaze. I start talking about it, and you get that glazed expression. And you think, do you know what? I'll just leave it now. It's not.
I even put makeup on today. I was like, look at that. I got eyelashes on.
You look lovely. You look beautiful.
You're too sweet.
Well, no, it's true. It's true. I'm not showing
Hey, Miss
myself.
Danina. Hey, Scuzzy. Nice to see everybody. Vicky B.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? How are you doing? You look good.
It's been a rough week, but
Oh.
yeah, I kind of was in the hospital pretty much, most of Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh no, really? Was it what serious hospital?
I wouldn't necessarily, more like malnutrition, not enough, not dehydrated, can't get enough in, that kind of stuff. And that just kind of comes with, the territory.
Yeah.
Although, some people think I tell my story on here, to get sympathy. But, I've been telling my story since I started my channel.
Well, exactly. And why not? This is kind of, why not? This is your life.
Hi, Kim Smith. Good to see you. Hi, Kim.
Hello. Hello.
This is my lovely, lovely over the pond friend, Lisa.
Yes. Hello.
My
lovely over
my other ginger.
Yeah. Your other ginger. But you can't see me at the moment. I can't put myself on camera. It's too bad. It's too bad.
I think you're harder on yourself than it really is.
I probably am.
Lisa, I've gotten to know you a lot in the past, 2.5 years?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're harder on yourself than you actually need to be.
Yeah, I know I am. I know.
Yep.
Aren't we all a little bit? I think we all are a little bit, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
We're all harder on ourselves.
Mm. Yeah, so yeah. No, but I know I am. Yeah, I need to fix that. But you have seen me without a shred of makeup on, haven't I? We've FaceTimed and I've literally been like, oh, I don't really care.
I agree. And I've done it with no shred of makeup. I've got on here with no shred of makeup on.
Yeah.
Doesn't faze me none.
I've kind of yet to get into that comfort zone where
but you know what?
That on camera.
Lisa, I was not a makeup person. Like I would put some mascara on. I'd put some foundation here and there. I was not a makeup person. Like I did not do makeup well. I would never put false eyelashes on. I would never wear eyeshadow like this. This is not something I would have done. since the pandemic, I started to try to learn how to do makeup a little bit better, and it worked.
It
But
does.
if you
It
look at my
does.
pictures from a year ago on, I don't have a full face of makeup ever.
Yeah.
Never.
No. But it does. It suits you, and that's the thing. I don't really.
Hi,
I don't like-
hanging with Mr. J. Good to see you.
Hello. Oh my goodness, I can't see any of the chat. I'm really sorry. You're going to have to tell me what's going on because I can't see
Yeah,
anything.
hanging with Mr. J's here. Can't you flip it over to the comment section?
I don't know how to do that. How
You
do I
should.
do that on my phone?
All you got to do is hit comments. You won't see us, but you'll see the comments.
Right, all I've got at the bottom of my screen. Chat. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's private chat.
It'll say either private chat or comments.
No,
Comment.
I've got right at the bottom. I've got microphone, then I've got camera, then I've got camera mic, then I've got chat, then I've got leave. That's all I've got.
You don't have comments.
No, I don't. I'm on my phone. So...
On the side of your page, all the way over to the right-hand side, past next to the chat, it should say comments, banners, brand, private chat, settings.
No, I don't have any of that. I'll tell you what, hang on, I've got my pad here. Let me go on my pad.
Yeah, things backwards over there in London.
We're all backwards over here.
You kidding me? I'm like, adopt me into the royal family. I don't want to be adopted into the royal family, but dear God.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you.
They're looking for some new members, so.
Well, there's been a lot going on in the news. There's been a lot going on in the news.
I'd be like, I guess I'd be like a Fergie. They would want me out. She's a redhead. She's loud. She never shuts up.
Yeah.
She's loud. But I would never hang out with Andrew. There would be the difference.
That's the difference. Yeah, he's
hang out with Andrew.
He's not a good soul. He's not a good soul, is he?
But you know what's funny, and you know what's even, with everything that went down with the royals and everything like that, and they had to walk behind the coffin and all that is very, very somber, very this, that, and the other thing. But you don't think in one part of that whole thing, Andrew goes, "Thank you, Harry." Because nobody was really looking at him.
No, exactly.
Everybody was looking at Harry. Now, if all this stuff with Harry went on, we'd all be looking at Andrew. Because so Harry took the heat off of Andrew.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And I still think he acted like, he was bigger and better than everybody else. I'm just not a big fan of his.
No, me neither. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Because there was a whole kerfuffle, wasn't there, about the fact he wanted to wear, he had an argument with the Queen because he wanted to wear an admiral uniform. Did you hear about that?
Well, the fact was, all right, this is what we heard here. Like they were not going to use the uniform because of Harry. And I thought to myself, well, it's not just Harry. That's also Andrew. Mm-hmm. Andrew can't wear it either. And everyone's like, oh. And yeah, I had remembered that he can't wear, he's not an HRH. He can't wear that kind of stuff. And he got all his terms taken away from him, so he can't wear it. Harry can't wear it. It's going to look bad on the family. So why just put them all in black?
Well, he could have done. That's the thing. Andrew didn't have his military stuff taken away from him. Andrew did not. He wanted to wear so basically, when all this came to light, when everything that happened with him and the whole court case and everything, he was about to be promoted to admiral, but he never got that promotion because of everything that happened. So he said he wanted to wear an admiral.
I just sit here. I'm like,
yeah. So he wanted to wear, even though he hadn't actually got that promotion, he wanted to wear it because, of course, he wanted to be bigger and better than he was. And she refused because he hadn't got that promotion. Yeah. So in the end, she got so fed up of them asking stuff that she just said, right, nobody is wearing any uniform.
I think that was really on her I thought that was a really smart call.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
She ain't called the queen for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Somebody actually just
it,
asked.
it was sad to see her sitting by herself.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh my
wasn't
God, that was heartbreaking, wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh my heart. Do you know what? I hate to say it, but I sobbed. I couldn't help myself. I sobbed.
You know when I
thought about my
I cried?
grandma.
I cried when they brought his body out
Oh.
before.
And another time that I cried, the other time I cried was when they showed his carriage with his glove and his hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! I welled up then. Oh my! I was gone.
Don't do that. I
Gone.
got big eyelashes on.
Oh, I was gone. Honestly. It was just heartbreaking to see
The Bryan clan.
Oh,
Hello, the Bryan
hi,
clan.
Bryan clan. Hello. Hi,
There's a girl. There's a girl in her. Her name is Jeanette. I'm going to probably kill this. Jansek or Jensek.
Mm-hmm.
My mom named me Jeanette for 3 days.
Oh, really?
I was Jeanette. I was going to be Janny. So my mom, she's like, this ain't a Janny. This ain't a Janny. So they changed my name to Peggy and what it is now.
Wow. Are you pleased with? Are you happy about that?
Never liked my name. Nope.
Oh no, you never do.
But would I have liked Jeanette? Nope.
No. So it was the better of two. But
I've grown into Peggy. I have.
Yeah.
As a child, I felt it was an old woman's name. I hated it. Hated it. Hated it.
But it's Peggy Ann, isn't it?
It is.
So
It's not Margaret. I'm no Margaret.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No
so it's
Margaret.
not like it's not kind of a derivative of Margaret, which normally it is. It's actually a proper
right.
name. So that's different. So that's
how and why? Why that's a nickname of Margaret? Peggy?
I know.
Makes no sense.
I know. It makes no sense.
There's no P in Margaret.
I know. There's only one G in Margaret. There's an R.
How does and you know what, like when I went through grade school and high school, and especially with the Catholic school priests and stuff like that, and I gotta tell you, there were some really awesome ones, and there were some fucking creepy ass ones. There were. Oh God, yes. And the one guy would be like, oh, so that's Mrs. Margaret, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, it's not. And see, I was a good kid. Yeah. I just wore my expressions on my face, which got me in trouble every single time.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah, I see that.
It wasn't that I was trying to be like this smart ass. I just if I was annoyed with you, I went like that and don't you dare roll your eyes at me. I'm like, what do you want me to
You still do the eye roll though, I have to tell you.
Well, what do you want me to do? I'm annoyed. How else am I supposed to show it?
You have a very expressive face. I know exactly.
It can be almost cartoon-like.
Oh, it's
but
brilliant.
Not completely.
It's brilliant. It's perfect.
But both everyone in my family, including my cousins, we all have ridiculously animated faces. Oh God.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're a bunch of strange people. Hi, Ginger. Ginger Ninja. Good to see you.
I saw her. I've got chat now, and I just saw her come in.
Yeah, I love her. Catabus, my neighbor. So good to see you too.
Hello. Can I just say I saw a message a while back actually, and it was one that I wanted to just say about. Where is it? Gosh, it's way back now. Okay, it was from Kim Smith, and she said at me, "What's the temp over there regarding Meghan?"
Number one, if you're getting anything from Kim Smith, she is a godsend. She's the sweetest person in the world.
Yeah.
And number two, I guess she's trying to see how you guys feel about Meghan, which I watch your shit. Y'all hate her, kind of we do over here.
Yeah. The thing is, I think the whole point.
She's she's a proven liar. She's been
Yes.
proven to have lied. You got once, and it was such a simple lie. If you didn't make a simple lie,
Exactly.
it would have been easier.
Exactly.
Be honest.
And it's not only that, though, Ginger. It's not only that. It's the fact that everybody here, or the British people, are so loyal to our royal family. We are. I mean, we've grown up with them. We're
And
all kind of.
I kind of am too.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
kind of grew up with
Exactly.
them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not my
So the
country, but
loyalty.
I grew up with them.
Yeah. And so when something happens where basically the Queen in the end, at the end of it all, is having all this shit
Thank you, Hanging
piled
Mr.
on her.
J. I have good days. I've got bad days. It all depends on the stomach, but we're having a middle day. Not bad, not good, just right in the middle.
That's
But
all
thank
right.
you.
But when you see the Queen, who has just lost her husband, doesn't deserve any of this, has
I
had a
know.
really horrible time over the
I know.
then we're going to rally. People that are loyal to somebody rally, and they want to protect, and they don't want to see them hurt and hurt again and hurt again. And there's more stuff coming out in the press
And
now.
I felt like after
And
that Harry and Meghan interview that people really were trying to see if they could attack the royal family until everything happened. And then it was also leaked out that, Harry was talking to Gail and said that they didn't have productive talks.
Yeah.
Really? You're running to the American media and saying stuff like that about your family?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
all of that bad taste in the mouth. I can
Yeah.
understand why people aren't happy with him.
Oh, for
I
sure.
get it. I
For
get
sure.
it.
I don't know if I saw something, I don't know if it's come out in the news there, but I saw it came out in the news today that Harry and Meghan are doing some kind of thing, like a program called A Family in Crisis or something. Have you heard that over there yet?
Well, all right. Well, if they're in crisis, what kind of crisis
Well, that's the
are they
thing.
in?
That's the thing. Apparently, there's more coming out. They're going to do some kind of TV series about the family and about and it's just like, when is this going to stop?
That is
I mean,
so
really,
wrong.
really, and
Like,
that literally came out
Harry's
today.
going to allow this to happen to his family?
Well, he is, isn't he? That's the problem. That's the problem. And he didn't. And it was the funeral of his grandfather.
And see,
And he
I've got
didn't.
such a soft spot for him. I really, really, really do. Like, I just,
Yeah.
since I like, it's like, I think a lot of people try to be like overprotective, but then he kind of turned and let this girl completely, in my eyes, in my personal eyes, take over.
But do you know why? Do you know what I think? I think he is incredibly damaged. I think he is. I think he's had so much happen to him. He's very damaged, and I don't think he's actually thinking clearly. I don't think he is. He's in love with somebody.
Two tacos.
And I don't think he is. I don't know. I do like it. I've always liked him.
Me too. But I've always liked him too.
I think he might be very easily manipulated, and I think he might be very damaged. And
like I said, there were these videos, and I don't know how to find it, but I think it might have been that when they were in South Africa, and a woman normally carries the baby. Guy will guide the baby. They will guide the woman. That's just kind of like, I guess, nature taking kind of nature itself, protecting what's yours.
Yeah.
And I saw the complete opposite between Harry and Meghan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she took that part and he took the and not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just didn't seem weird. It's if she was running the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. She's running the show here.
Yeah.
He's the prince. Yeah. Why is Meghan Markle, who was in suits, running the show?
It was quite interesting because I saw it was on Twitter. Somebody put something on Twitter. It's going to be quite controversial, I say now, but I'm only saying what I saw on Twitter, which was that
if it's on Twitter, then it's out there, so don't worry about it.
Well, exactly. I'm only repeating what I saw, but somebody had put up on there that it was just horrible what was happening, and that basically this Meghan is somebody that's approaching 40. Her career was kind of getting washed away. She didn't really have much going on, and she found herself a
Divorced.
prince. Divorced. She found herself somebody that was easy to manipulate, was easy, and that's what she did. That's what she did, and that's not my words. That was what somebody put on Twitter, and a lot of people were agreeing and adding to it. And I think that I've done a lot of, I've done a lot of research into all
Lisa,
this.
she could be a narcissist, but that is a word that is used
It's
lot
bandied
these
about
days.
a lot, yeah.
And she could very well be, because maybe I just haven't seen enough to prove that she is.
I think she is. I absolutely think she is. And a lot of people also are saying that the marriage won't last. That
I don't think it would. No, and I've been hearing a lot about that too.
Yeah. And I totally get that too, because I don't think it will be Harry. I think it will be her. I think she will get bored, and
you think that she'll probably make enough money with Netflix that she can break it off and send them back home crying?
Yeah, I think she'll get bored. I think she'll get fed up with the whole thing. And
drop a link, anything from my barnyard, anything. Whoops. Hold on.
I'm probably being really controversial. I'm so
You're
sorry.
not being controversial whatsoever. Not what you're being honest, and all my friends are good with honesty.
Yeah. I'm just my opinion, and we're all entitled to our own opinion.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, of course. But that's how I see it. Is that I think he will end up regretting a lot of things. I think he will. Where hindsight is a wonderful thing. And actually, okay, look at it this way. When you are in a relationship that is toxic, really toxic, other people that are not inside that bubble can see it clearly, really clearly. But because you're inside that bubble, you don't see it. It's only when you remove yourself from that bubble, when you're outside of that bubble and look back, that you think, oh my God.
And see, let's face it, you're a whole lot closer to the whole scenario than we are.
Yeah.
It's so funny. We came up here talking, and where would it go? Royals. Straight to Royals.
I know. We do that though, don't we? But you'll ring me and go, right, so what's happening? What's happening?
The best, when I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, Piers walked out. Oh my God.
You did.
First thing I found out that morning.
You did. That was a big one though. I'm
like, Piers walked out.
Oh. But he's got his own agenda, though, to be honest. He's got his own agenda.
I think he's got a lot in his pipeline that he doesn't need to worry about.
I
really don't. He's got a lot of things going on with him. A lot of people like him because he is controversial.
He is. Yeah, he is. But
and I think it was you and I who said that morning show is not doing so well anymore, is it?
It is not. It has lost a lot of viewers. And
you may hate somebody, love somebody. You take away a little bit of the train wreck, people stop watching.
Exactly. And they watched him because they never knew what he was going to do or what he was going to say next. And that was kind of exciting. It's exciting, isn't it? When you're like, oh my God, what's he going to say?
Like, oh my God, Piers just did not. Like, oh my God.
And it's just
like me texting you, oh my God, Piers just walked out.
Yes. I remember that.
This is England news, and I'm texting you
and you're texting me
about England news.
But I didn't watch it that morning. I think I was probably at work.
I enjoy other country news anyway, better than my own.
I know.
I really do.
I know. But
I don't want to watch my own news. They're horrible. They're absolutely horrific.
But yeah, you do. You have actually texted me quite a few things that I've gone like, oh shit, I've got to Google this now. I don't know about it.
I'm thinking though, like with the past couple of days that I felt and the way that I've been sleeping, and I never sleep the way that I just slept like this past couple of days. I'm wondering if like it was a part of COVID still, like if it still just made my body really tired.
Yeah, Yeah.
That's I don't get tired like that. I don't nap. I don't sleep for 2 days. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. But
It doesn't happen.
it can take a very long time for you to recover from the after
And
effects,
you know
honestly.
that because you're an
Yes.
EMT.
Yeah. So it can take an
It
awful long
is.
time.
It's a pain in the ass because it could
Can't
be
yeah.
gone, and then you're like, why do I feel this way?
Yeah. It will take well it literally attacks everything. I mean you will be tired.
Two
Some people
tacos, two
take
tacos. That's
months.
it. Two tacos. You win. You win. I guess what? I guess the best line of the day.
Who's that?
Two tacos.
What's he said? The
She said
world needs
the
a good
world needs a good enema.
yeah.
Hello.
Barnyard.
Hey, can you hear
Oh,
me?
hello.
Hello,
checking to see
Barnyard.
what's
Barnyard.
up.
This is Lisa. Lisa, this is Barnyard.
Hi, Barnyard.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We
I can hear
can.
you.
Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. I had to go through a different like it kept saying that it wouldn't shit. Hold on.
Ah, she'll be back. Yeah, she's someone I talk to. She's just such a sweet, kind lady.
Oh, where's she
You know
gone?
me. I'm the sweet and kind person. I like to
You
do.
are. Oh my God,
Hi,
you're wonderful.
Am's coffee combo. Now, I have to tell you something. A lot of the whole makeup stuff that has happened for me, even slightly, and she's probably looking at my makeup going, do not give me credit for what the hell is on your face right now. But I've
You
gotten
look lovely.
better because of her. Definitely. Totally gotten better because of her. Because she taught me a lot of good stuff.
You
stuff.
mentioned her in another. I remember you mentioning her in another
Especially
video.
like around
Yeah.
the eyes and stuff. She taught me a lot of good stuff with that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Positive. We lost Barnyard. Where did you go? Let me just put it back. I think I need to re-invite her here. Here we go.
Ginger Ninja, you've had your first vaccine. How did that go for you? How was that? Because I've heard a lot of different things. I had my first vaccine and I was okay. But
Okay,
my daughter had hers
you're
and she
an
was horrendous.
EMT. You're an EMT. Can I ask you one question? Because
Mhm.
someone did tell me this, that people are getting the vaccine and things are moving in their arms afterwards.
Moving?
Moving.
Well, no, I don't know about that.
All right, okay.
Moving.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of stories that go on and off, but that's what I heard. That was one story I heard.
Moving. Moving. Something moving.
Moving inside your arm.
No, that's completely new to me. I've never heard that. I mean, you hear there's dead arms. It goes completely dead or hurts or you get a lump, but I've not heard of something moving inside the arm. No.
It wasn't
new.
like a big story. And anybody else is also free to come up if they want to talk their royals. And if you love Meghan Markle and you think we're shit, come up and tell us. We're all fine with that. We're all good with that. People tell me I'm shit a lot, so it's all good.
Oh, cat bus, my neighbor. I'm just search Loopy Lisa. Just search Loopy Lisa. I'm there. Bless you.
I'm so happy to see you, though. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you as well.
I know.
So are you? Oh,
Hi.
Hi, Debbles. Hello.
Hey,
I
now,
love
who's on panel with me?
It's me and Loopy Lisa.
Loopy Lisa. I love that name. Loopy Lisa. Shit, I could be Bonkers Betty.
We've been friends for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that name.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? So, are you from across the pond?
Yes, I am. I'm in England.
England, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a different view about Harry and Meghan. I feel sorry for him. I think that so after listening to Oprah's interview with him and everything, I think that if by all accords, if everything that they said was true, and I tend to believe that it is. What do you think, since you live over there, Loopy Lisa? Do you think that they were being honest?
No.
No, you don't? Okay. Well,
no.
Let's just say if they were being honest, I can understand. I think that when his mom died, I think that he took it harder and it was more difficult on him. And gosh, it makes me emotional just thinking about how, and I think he's had a lot of anger built up. So if they did do that to his wife, I can completely understand. I think when he got with her, she was like maybe a strong person that he needed, maybe to, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think that I felt
agree.
like,
I think she is a strong person that she needs, but I also think she's a person who wants what she wants, and she's going to keep getting what she wants
Yeah.
no matter what.
yeah,
I agree. I totally agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. And I do think there were a couple of times on that interview where I thought that he looked like a rabbit caught in the headlights. I don't
yeah,
think he was expecting some of the things to be said that she said. I don't think he was. And that's what I got from that. The body language kind of looked like he didn't really have a clue that was going to happen. And then, of course, had to go along with it, obviously,
And
because
let's be
you can't
honest,
embarrass his wife, can you?
everybody has got their own opinions on this, and that
yeah.
I think that's fine. Why? Because they have put this out there for us to make these opinions about. They did it, not us.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think that I mean I didn't realize that they were making, I mean they were like set up nicely. I didn't know they had all those deals until after the interview and stuff. And that they were,
Netflix deals. Oh yeah,
oh yeah, they were doing like, they're doing really, really good.
yeah, real good.
I mean, the thing is, I think there's also quite a lot of, misunderstanding. I mean, obviously, Meghan didn't know about the whole hierarchy with how titles are put on people. He would never have been a prince anyway until the Queen died. That would
Right.
never have happened. So she obviously wasn't aware of actually how the royal family
For sure.
hierarchy works.
Yeah.
But really, if she's going to go on a chat show and talk about it and complain about it, she really should have researched that or had somebody tell her.
I agree. I think that he was surprised that she told as much. I think he was shocked. And if you know, if they did take her passport and her keys and her phone and stuff, gosh, I mean, whenever they got married and she had no way of communication, to me that seems a little silly. I mean, that they would. I mean, I don't know that they would do that, but yeah, I definitely think he was like surprised, but you know, I don't know. I feel so sad for him. I still do. Like I felt sad for him. The fact that I don't know if this is true, but I was reading the other day that they said he may not even go in for the whatever they're doing for his mother, the wedding dress, or I can't remember. But they were going to have a ceremony. And they said that he didn't think that he would go back because of the tension that was there. Did y'all hear that?
Was that when there was the fight between Kate and Meghan?
Yeah, no, he's supposed to be going back like in a month or something because they're having some kind of dedication
for Diana. They're having a statue.
Yeah, well, he's saying that he because it was so tense when he was there that he doesn't even think he's going to go back for that. That surprised me.
That would be the worst thing he could possibly.
That would probably be the biggest mistake he can make if he didn't do that. Because I think the grandmother is fond of him, and I think that
she is. That's the thing.
I agree. I believe that she loves him dearly.
Yeah, and I think she feels sorry for him too and understands. And I think that maybe when all that stuff happened with his mom and everything, and I do think that I was surprised to find out that they're really, her and Prince Philip and all that, they're I mean, yeah, they're the queen and the king, but there's a hierarchy, it sounds like, that they have to, you know what I mean? I was surprised to hear about that. Has it always been like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And Harry would have been aware of that, and that's why I'm surprised that he
didn't clue her in.
Yeah. Because that is how it works. There is a hierarchy.
Now, Lisa, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people over here are talking about the fact that Charles is much, much older now, and with William coming about, that it would be better if William became king rather than Charles.
That a lot. Yes.
So
and also the whole thing with the fact that he married Camilla, and the fact that with Diana, there was an awful lot of animosity around that whole thing from the British public, and everybody, I remember at the time, was saying, we will never see him as king. We will never see him as king. So, you know, I know it's died down a lot now. It's very different now, and he's kind of redeemed himself, I think, and so is she.
Yeah.
She actually seems to be a really nice lady.
The thing is, I don't hate Prince Charles. You know,
I think this should hopefully be a prime example of why you shouldn't pick who your son's going to marry. I think that he really, truthfully, that's true love. I don't think he love Diana any more than she, you know what I mean? I don't think he didn't choose her. And I think that's so sad. Look, my brother got 2 girls pregnant within a month of each other when he was in high school. And I had got married and moved away. And my mom and dad, you know, are Southern people from the, you know, and my mom always told her, if you get somebody ready, you're going to marry her. Well, he, the one that, he loved one and the other one was just a piece of booty, you know. Well, my mom apparently gave him an ultimatum and he's the only boy. She's got 6. I've got 5. I'm 5, one of 6 sisters, and then he's the baby boy. So, you know, he's the baby boy. He's still on the tip. We know about that. But my mom apparently gave him an ultimatum and told him that, you know, if he didn't marry the one that they found out about first, that she was going to disown him. Well, between all of us, you know, my mother would have never disowned him. But anyway, he married her and he was miserable. And you know, it's just, you can't pick who your children marry. You can't do that. And I think that has backfired.
You can't choose what your child is going to grow up to be or who they're going to love. You just got to accept them for who they are.
And I mean, instill your morals and stuff and hope and pray that it goes that well.
Can I just ask very quickly, Kim Smith?
Hey, Kim.
Why don't you come up? I'd love to.
Kim, come on up.
Kim, get up there.
Kim, get your butt up here. She's such a sweetheart.
Oh, I'd love to hear her opinions.
She's
an OG from the OC.
I love that girl. I really do.
I'd love to hear. She's chatting right, and
you know who. The Bryan clan, who also knows her royals really well. You can come on up as well.
Please.
Anybody who thinks they know their royals, come on up. But if I don't know you and you seem a little creepy, I won't let you on. That's just the way it goes.
Well, when Kim gets up, I want to stay on long enough.
Shall I go?
Yeah, I want to stay on long enough to say hey to Kim, and then I'm gonna get down because my husband just got home and we've got to. We had to have the dam of our pond fixed, so I got to tell him about that. But I'm so glad I got to meet Loopy Lisa. And hey, I just wanted to.
She's one of my favorites. She really is.
Well, I'm going to have
favorite.
And you know who one of my other favorites is. So.
Oh yes. Well, so
good people, just good people.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I want to say that I was a little discouraged. Loopy Lisa, did you see the atrocity of the live the other day whenever they were being so ugly to our Ginger Locks mom?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen any.
Girl, it was ridiculous. It was
right. You're going to have to fill me in on this. Is that why you rang me? Was that what you rang me about?
Believe it or not, no, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just want to tell you, Ginger Locks mom, shame on them because I felt like that was misdirected anger toward you, and it was totally. You absolutely should have had a chance to go up on panel and talk to her about it.
Hey,
everybody in chat.
I was in an emergency room at that moment.
I know.
Was I sitting there by myself with nothing to do at the moment? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is she was accusing me of something, and I'm like, hey, why don't you let me come up and explain, because I have no idea what you're talking about whatsoever.
Well, I've never had any dealings with her, but just a couple of days prior to that, she had put that video up about that she was leaving the community. Well, I commented in the in the comments, I put on there that, I wish her the best and all that. And so she wrote back and said, she thanked me. And then she brought up the Lady Whistledown account and wanted to know if I know it was a long drawn out thing. If I knew.
And I do have to thank for every bitch that I have out there who will hold my beer. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. But she wanted to know if I knew that it was, the person that it is. And I said, no, actually, I thought it was you. And she wanted to know if everybody in Molly's Patreon knew. And I said,
Red Feather, I was just as confused as you were. I was like, what is this?
Right. So I wrote her and I told her, I said, actually, Mandy, I thought it was you, but Marissa told me who it was, but that was this far. I mean, it never went any further. She told me and I didn't think about it. That was several months ago. Well, then she writes this long thing about how I really don't even understand. Marissa went in to somebody's live and was trying to, I don't know, get them to go against Mandy Bell. I don't know the details. So anyway, I said, well, first of all, it doesn't sound like something Marissa would do. And I don't know anything about it if it did happen. So I still wish you well. I mean, I really don't know her. So that was really the only dealings I had. So I was blown away whenever she said that and was being so ugly.
You and me both. You and me both
I
going,
need to find out about this. I'm
where,
very angry right
what,
now.
what,
I
what
Oh,
is,
it was very bad.
what is she
Yeah.
talking about? Because, as I have 2 younger kids, and Lisa knows the story because Lisa knows my kids as well.
Mhm.
I will act a certain way because I have a certain way I want my kids to conduct
Exactly.
themselves
Yeah.
on the internet.
Right.
Do I curse? Yeah, I'm a cursor.
Well, shit.
But
Who
am I
knows?
one to tear people down shred to shred? No.
No.
And I'm not even one. I'm really against people who go for people looks. I
Yeah.
really can't stand that.
Yeah,
Cannot
me too.
stand. I don't care what it is you look like. That's just to me a low blow, and you got nothing else to do except for go for somebody else's looks.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
It was
I
ridiculous.
till this moment, as I'm talking right now, I still have no idea what happened. Apparently, there's screenshots, so I'm interested to see what
Well,
those are.
okay. Well, then, okay. If there's screenshots, and maybe she didn't want to do it publicly, and that's okay. That should be between you and
But
her. But if
there's
there
no
is
there's no screenshots of me, and I've been very honest about this. I don't talk publicly
I
about
believe you, and shame
any
on her
creator.
for. Yeah, she said that they were read to her, so she hasn't seen. It sounded like at the time that she hadn't laid her eyes on them either. She said they
It
were
could
read
only
to her.
been about 2 words. Maybe that I thought she was crazy.
Well, yeah.
That's
Well, who doesn't? I mean, a lot of people do, but that doesn't mean that.
I've always said Mandy Bell was really, really pretty. Always said
Oh, yeah,
that.
me. Well, anybody that knows you, Ginger Rock's mom knows that you don't have that. You're not that kind of person, and that was
Not
like. I mean,
me.
people. No, not even if you thought something, you wouldn't talk about people. You know what I mean? That's just not who you are. And
And
we're
the
over.
thing is, I've ended friendships on bad, sour notes sometimes. I'm still not going to tell the privacy and secrets that they ever told me.
Absolutely.
No,
The type of
exactly.
person that I am.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
Kim had your back. Hey, Kim. Kim had your back. In the chat, I know that much.
Is that
Thank you,
Kim?
Kim.
Is that Kim?
Kim's here.
Hi,
Hey,
Kim.
hey,
Kim, is this your? Are you getting your cherry pop?
I guess so. I have no idea what I'm doing
I'm glad
on
I'm
here.
here for it.
Hey, Barnyard. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, babe.
Hello.
Hey, I
have
like
no
to say
idea
that I
what
still
I'm
have my.
doing.
I like to say I still have my cherries, just a little further up.
Well, we both have. I have a very thick Southern accent, so it's not of my doing.
Love it.
It's just the
Oh
way
my
it
God.
is.
I
I
love
know.
I love it. I love it. I
See,
love it.
you know what? If I ever got into some serious trouble, though, there's one person I would turn to, and I know I would be okay, and that's misbehaving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Misbehaving would have and misdemeanor, 2 of them, both of them. They'd be
Just
like,
let them know that I got your cherry a long time ago.
Get out of here. My husband's talking about my cherry. Well,
I wondered
well,
what that was.
yeah, and Kim and I are only like an hour and a half away from each other, so we're like
Yes.
Wow.
that's so close. That's so
neighborly rednecks.
Yes, we are. And as soon as I get my second vaccine, I want to. Hopefully, we can meet
shit.
up.
Me and
Yeah,
Marissa were 2
absolutely.
hours, and I made it back and forth in one day. I'm like, I can't believe I did that.
Oh, I'm so far away from all of you.
I
Well,
was so mad. I was.
know.
well,
But
we'll
one day you will get here, and then you can hang out with us, and then
be
you're
a
gonna.
fun reunion.
I,
We may have
I,
to
you
still
can
away.
count on that. I'm doing
Hey,
it.
I'm going to jump down and go visit my husband. He just got home, and I got to fill him in on everything. But it was nice meeting you, Kim. I love you. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Oh,
Thank you, Barnyard.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. You guys made
Bye-bye.
this so much
Bye.
fun. You guys made it a ball. I just thought it was going to be me going, "Hey, what's up? What you doing?" Sometimes they can be really boring. You're like, "Okay, I'm out."
Amazing. I'm having such a great time. What I'd love to know though, Kim, please tell us what your opinions are, because I was watching you in chat and I'd love to know. You said you got some really strong opinions. How do you feel about it all?
Well, I have followed it.
I'm going to be right back. I just got to use the ladies' room.
Okay.
I will be right back.
I'll deal with this.
I followed
look
it
after
very
this.
closely. I followed it very closely
Yeah.
since probably for about a year,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like Meghan kind of pulled Harry away from his family. I just feel
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
I just feel like she didn't know what she was in for. And I feel like she was prepared. I think that they, they educated her,
Mhm.
and she knew what she was in for. Maybe she thought it was more glamorous than it was, but I just feel like she pulled him away from his family, and he is
Yes.
gonna wake up and
Oh
he's
yeah.
gonna realize that he's isolated, and
Yes.
that's a bad place to be.
It's a worrying place considering that he has had mental health issues in the past. He has had a really traumatic time. He's not going to cope well with that. I don't think he's going to cope well with that, and that concerns me a
I
lot. And
agree.
I don't think she is even. I don't think that's even crossed her mind. I really don't. I know that she. I know that she came to this country looking for an English boyfriend
I
and
think so
looking.
too.
She did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she did. And looking for somebody powerful and with money and all the rest of it. Um, and she got her prince. I mean, really, she got the ultimate, didn't she?
If you look back there's articles about her researching even down to his mother's perfume. Have you seen that?
No,
Yes, where
no.
she researched down to even his mother's perfume, and she wore that on their first date.
Okay, so that whole thing where she said in the interview that she did not Google him at all, which I knew
Oh,
was a
that
lie anyway, that is
yes.
ridiculous. I mean, you do, that's what you do, particularly somebody in the public eye. You are not going to not Google them. You Google people that you meet like in
It,
everyday situations. Why would you not
right.
Google somebody like him?
If
So when she said
especially
that, I
she
just thought, you liar, you absolute liar.
yes, because she knew she was meeting him. So
Mm-hmm.
even if she had not researched him beforehand, which I do not believe that she
Oh,
did.
Yes.
nobody believes that.
Nobody does. No, it was complete. As soon as she said that, that completely, I lost all faith in the whole interview. That was a really stupid thing for her to say.
Yes.
Absolutely ridiculous thing for her to say because that was when everybody thought,
All
no,
right, Loopy
no.
Lisa, I have a question from the chat for you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And this is from Misdemeanor. And she asks if you could ask Loopy Lisa if she feels that the UK press was as bad to Meghan as that she says that they are.
Wow. Okay. They didn't like her. I will agree with that. They didn't like her. Um, the thing is, we have different types of press. We have different. I'm sure you do in America. You have
We
different
got like
political.
TMZ.
Yeah. There are different. Like for example, the Independent is a very kind of independent. You've got the Daily Mail, which is very conservative. You've got the Sun, which is very Labour.
See, I
So we
like
have.
the Daily Mail.
Oh yeah, that's a conservative newspaper. So we have different newspapers depending on political bias, basically. So I would say,
Ditto. Same here.
yeah,
Same here.
yeah. So there were a lot. Yeah, the tabloids didn't like her particularly, but then it was because they knew they were being manipulated. I think the press don't like being manipulated, and I think there was a lot of manipulation going on with with all of it. So I think that's probably why.
I mean, but if you honestly think about it, because of what she decided to do, regardless of how, two people did lose their job
Yeah,
because of what happened. Now, was it Pierce's fault that they lost? Absolutely. He walked out. He deserved to. Do I think Sharon deserved to lose her job over at the Talk in the United States? No, I do
yeah.
not.
No, I saw that.
No,
That was
I do
ridiculous.
not. They
That was
cornered her.
ridiculous.
This is what networks do. This is
Yeah,
how they go. They don't care about the person. They care about the view. They care about the shock. They
yeah.
care about what's going to make it on the news next. They were ready to go after Sharon and they went after her. And
Hmm.
that's why she was so hurt because she saw it coming and going, wait a minute, what did I do? What did I do?
Well, it was.
And
You know that it was Meghan that actually put a complaint in about Piers. It was Meghan that did
oh,
that.
I know she did. Oh, yeah, I know
It
she
was
did.
her that did that. So what can they do? What can they do? She said she wanted him out of there. She put the complaint in
Well, she's got him out of there,
herself.
and now she's tanked the station. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Good for
you know,
you.
but not the other thing to do with the papers is that she sued them. She sued the British press because they were taking. She said they were invading her privacy. So now,
And she
of
won,
course,
didn't she?
and she did win. She did.
She won.
But then since that, she's now gone on a chat show. She's doing all these other things, leaking details of all sorts of things.
Something just leaves sour
So
feeling in my
yeah,
stomach when it
that's
comes to
not going to
her.
make the press your friend. That is not going to make the press
There's
your
just
friend.
something that doesn't make me feel good about her.
Yeah.
You know, and that's and I do get that feeling from Kate. I love Kate. I think Kate's great.
Oh,
I
Kate's
do too. I love Kate.
Yeah, I love Kate too. She's really good. But you know what? I was looking at something on Twitter, and somebody put exactly this, and they were saying that William was with her for a very long time before they got married, and a long time, quite a few years. So he basically kind of brought her into it gradually, showed her the way, showed her the ropes, let her know, and they split up for a while because he was so concerned that it wasn't for her and that it was too much for her. And she was devastated, absolutely devastated for a long time. And they got back together and he realized she was serious. And it's been great.
Carla, I think a lot of people have that same problem of feeling bad for her. Yeah. There's no pity, sorrow, or sadness at all.
But I think it was very different. William did it properly. And he was really concerned that it was going to be too much for her. But like I said, he did split up with her. I don't know if you know this. They broke up for a little while. Before they got married.
I do remember when they broke up, but I was like, darn it.
Yeah. But they got back together, and it was because she was dedicated. She had the dedication, and he kind of broke her in gradually and did it properly.
And then Harry was dating that blonde for a very long. I thought he was going to marry her.
Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. He was dating her for a very long time. But she didn't. And the reason that he was with a couple of people, and he proposed to a couple of girls, but they didn't want the responsibility. They said no, even though he was with her
Who would want that responsibility?
No, that's it. And they didn't want it. But Meghan, he was with her for less than 2 years before he proposed. I mean, they weren't together for very long before he proposed, and she said yes. Now, it's very different to William and Harry. To William and Kate, very different. The whole thing is completely different. So, I don't know.
Yeah, you really can't compare any of the relationship because they're nowhere near to what each other might be. You know what I mean? They're so different.
Yeah, completely. I need to go for a little bathroom break for a second.
I think you can do that.
Yeah, okay, I'll be 2 secs. 1 sec.
How you doing, Kim?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
It's the first time I got to talk to you. This is kind of cool. Except on like on the
this is the first time I've ever done this, Ginger Lock's mom. This is the first time I've ever
it's not that difficult. And in here, you're not 9 times out of 10, you're really not going to get into trouble in here. 9 times out of 10.
Well, I felt like this was a safe place, and Barnyard kind of egged me on to do it, but I'm still kind of nervous about it.
Oh, and Lisa was totally wanting to talk.
Yes, that was so sweet of her. She's really a sweet lady.
She's one of the first that I met along with Marissa, and we have been close ever since. And, we're in different communities sometimes where we have different friends, and that's okay. But we still respect each other. We enjoy each other. We talk to each other. And sometimes it's like, have we really been on the phone for 4 hours talking? That's crazy.
But that's what makes it fun is getting the other side and how people live in different areas of the world. That's what's fun to me is this whole thing is after I semi-retired from working and my husband was deployed, I got onto this like almost 3 years ago the same way everybody else did, and there was like 9 months and I didn't dare type anything. I just listened. but I enjoy listening to other people's opinions.
I do too, and I enjoy doing my own channel. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I don't feel like I have enough content. But I mean, give me the right story, we could talk for days. The
Exactly.
other things, like if we sat here, we talked about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, I could be here till tomorrow.
Right. Yes. Because
On
you
the
know a
reason
lot of
why, on the
yes.
reasons why I hate Amber Heard.
Yes. And you educated me a lot about that. I didn't know a whole lot about that subject. So I listened to your videos about it. I
She
didn't know a lot
infuri-
about her.
she's infuriating. She's infuriating. And
Yes.
once
Yes.
she realizes, like, oh crap, I might be caught, then she tries
Mhm.
to pull the whole case away and say that because of what happened in England shouldn't have to happen in America. No, 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 sweetheart. You've just been caught perjured.
Right.
And now
Yeah.
you're in trouble. And man, this girl is scurry. But yet, for whatever reason, the people over at is it Hannah? Not Hannah Barbera. Is it not Hannah Barbera? Who's the people who run the Hollywood screen stuff? Whatever they who are doing a lot of the Marvel films and things like that. They're still giving her a job.
Right.
Johnny Depp was already working on the J.K. Rowling, and they pulled him for something that we all saw that they lied about. But it didn't matter because obviously the guy who was in London, and this is my opinion, was paid off.
Yeah.
Paid off to make sure that Amber got off. But why? But why? Now the question here is what I asked was on Twitter. When you got Johnny Depp's lawyer who's going on and showing you the body cam of how much Amber Heard has lied, and then Twitter removes him. Why is Twitter protecting Amber Heard?
Yeah. That's a very good question.
Why are these people protecting Amber Heard? It is proven that she is a liar, but yet everyone sticks with her. And the more that people stick with her, the more of an asshole you're going to look like in the end when it all really does come out.
Right.
Because Johnny Depp's not going to let this one go.
No. And it will eventually come out. It'll eventually come out.
It's out. It's out for anyone to see. You just got to go find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's. I mean, look it up. Hacker, that umbrella guy, and not only that, she and her people started stalking that umbrella guy and started threatening him and his child.
Oh
And his
my gosh.
child.
Yeah.
Like
That's
there's
not good.
something kooky and not right with Amber Heard. Like medication wise, something doesn't click right there. Something's not
She's got
working.
issues. She's got issues for sure. You can see it. Sorry, I'm back. Hello.
Hi, sorry. When I get in my Amber Heard kicks, I'm just like,
Yeah, no. But she definitely has issues. There's definite issues going on there. That it's so easy to see, so obvious.
Once again, why is Twitter removing not Dan Wooten? Dan Wooten's the guy from Sky News, but one of Johnny Depp's who keeps put everything out there. Why are they removing everything to keep her protected? Why is that still going on? Why are they acting like none of this exists and we've all seen it?
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. Because why are you protecting this 30 some odd whatever who it was very obviously that she has staged her own DV issues? She staged them. It has been proven that she has staged them. And yet here we are, still talking whether she's a liar or not.
Yeah.
It confuses me.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes no sense.
That's how I feel about Meghan Markle. I feel strongly, just like you do about Amber Heard. I feel the same way about Meghan. I feel like she trapped Harry, and I feel like he fell into it. And
yes.
Now imagine how he feels, because he's always been inside of a family. And this is what really got to me, because I watched the whole Oprah interview. I wish we could see the rest of it, because there's more of it.
There is, yeah.
But when he sat back and said, "Yeah, they cut me off."
That's right, Miss Demeter. Leave the weirdo Johnny alone. We love him.
But when he sat back and said, "Yeah, they cut me off," and I'm thinking, you're a 34, 33, 35. I don't know how old he is now.
Yeah.
You're an old man, and you're signed because your family cut you off because you didn't want to work for them anymore. I'm like, really? That's not a thing, dude. If you decide not to work, you get cut off.
But do you know what really upset me about the whole thing was he went to the funeral of his grandfather. That's great. But it was his grandmother's birthday, literally a couple of days later.
And he didn't stay.
Yes.
He didn't stay for his grandmother's
2
birthday.
days.
Yes.
2 days.
Yeah. And I thought, you know what? That just kind of speaks volumes, really.
I agree.
He had to get back. And I've got a feeling he was probably summoned back.
Exactly. He was on a tight leash, Lisa.
Yeah. I kind of feel uncomfortable about that he couldn't even stay just 2 days just for because who knows how long his grandmother's going to be around.
Exactly. 95 is,
I
mean, there may not be another birthday.
No, and she looked so fragile and oh my God, how frail did she look?
She did.
I've never seen her look so frail as she did at that funeral. I mean,
I am not trying to set up anything, but what I've noticed amongst especially older couples that stay together, especially when they hit the 90s, when one does go, it does tend to see that the other one tends to
so true,
Ginger. Sure. Absolutely.
That's what I was thinking too.
So true.
That happens a lot, you know.
It happened. It just happened not that long ago with my my husband's grandparents. It was a matter of a year and a half, and it was very surprising because she was healthy, but it was a broken heart.
You hear that a lot. You really do hear that a lot. Imagine being married to somebody for 70 years.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I mean, that. Can you imagine how? And she was, just the whole thing just is so horrible. And just seeing her in there on her own and so frail and so fragile. I just wanted to hug her. I just wanted to give her a hug. I just felt terrible for her.
I did too.
And it just, it's just the whole thing. The whole thing is a mess. It's just a mess, isn't it? Really. It could have been so different. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame that it's all worked out like this.
It's a complete mess.
Yeah.
I would say it is a shame. I would definitely say it's a shame because I really like Harry. I don't want to see Harry have issues. I don't want to see Harry. I like him.
No, because, I was 11 years old and my mom woke me up to watch, Diana and Prince Charles get married.
Me too, Kim. Me too. 5 years old. I'm like, what the hell do I need to watch this for?
I know.
I didn't care. And then, this woman who had like a birthday dress that looked like, kind of almost like a cake. I'm like, so we got to watch it go down the aisle. I'm like, can I go back to bed now?
I had a scrapbook. I had a scrapbook.
I bet you did. I can imagine being, living there, how big a deal that was. It was a huge deal for me because I was like 10 or 11. And,
I was
a fairy tale,
I was 5 years old. And my mom's like, you're going to get at a 5-year-old. I could care less being at a wedding, let alone watching a wedding on TV. My mom's like, but you don't understand the history that's going to be behind this. And you know what I want to do is I want to go back and go, oh, you have no idea what the history is going to be behind this.
Yeah.
Because this will be the craziest history in probably royal monarch history. Yeah, I can talk real well. Monarch history. Because you've never seen You've never seen, the couple get divorced. You ever hear a princess throwing herself down the steps, and then they get divorced, and then he goes back with his lover, and then he marries her, and then she dies. I mean, that's a crazy story for any couple.
Do you remember? Do you remember when they had the interview? Because of course she was only 19 when they got engaged. Diana,
she was a baby. She was so young.
He was much older. And they had an interview, and the interviewer turned round and said, "So are you in love?" And she immediately said, "Yes." And he kind of laughed.
And he went, whatever love means.
Whatever that means, yes.
Whatever love means.
And I just remember thinking, oh my God.
Could you feel, and back then I was way too young to understand the dagger that probably went into her heart.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
No, because then you go, why am I even getting married?
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, like, unless the guy wasn't head over heels, what's the point in really getting married? Because you will all want to be in love and in head over heels with each other.
But if you look at her face when he says that, whatever love is, you can see in her face she's gutted. She's really gutted because
her eyes literally went down to like this. And I'll tell you what, man, and this is what I couldn't do. This is why, if I was like, say Fergie or whoever it was, and I came in and I was somebody, they would want me out because I got the expressions all over my face, and I would be in so much trouble. I can't keep the plain face.
I can't either. I can't hide my emotions.
I got the animation on the face. My friends have always said I was animated like a cartoon, but I'm sorry. The most animated person there is on YouTube is Molly Golightly, just to say. She is the most animated. But she makes me laugh. Lisa, I was up at her house this weekend up in Hershey.
I saw that on Facebook.
Oh my God. We were laughing.
As much as I can.
It was, and the funny thing is I brought all this clothes to dress up to, maybe go out to a nice whatever. I wore sweatpants, didn't put makeup on all week. It was the greatest, but I did have to go to a communion party. But when I realized I left everything that I ever needed at her house, I had no choice but to drive back again on Saturday. So I just spent the night Saturday, but I left early Sunday morning.
Oh, did you have a good time?
I had a ball.
Oh, you look like you did.
To laugh like that. Yeah. And I don't get, and I'm not, this is not a pity party. I'm not looking for a pity party by no means. But when you are stuck at home and stuff, to get that kind of stuff, it does mean a lot when you get it.
I've actually got my best friend that I've had my best friend for years. I mean, like 25 years. She's coming over Sunday night for the night, and I have not seen her in over a year. Oh, it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy. I know it is.
Lisa, if we ever got together, but see, it couldn't get messy because if I get messy, and most people here have seen me messy at one point when I was at Marissa's, which was absolutely the most, I was embarrassed. And to be in front of her husband, like the first time when I came back, I'm like, hi, Adrian. Like, you probably hate me because I was this drunk idiot like I was from before. I was mortified. He doesn't care. He didn't care. He's just a really nice guy, and they're just a lot of fun. And not only that, I'm telling you, I don't know how she does it, but she's got Hershey Kisses in every freaking room.
Oh my God.
She's got Hershey Kisses in the bathroom. She's got Hershey Kisses in the bedroom. She's got Hershey Kisses in the kitchen.
Why?
Because she lives in Hershey.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So she decorates it, for Hershey. And it's beautiful. It's beautifully decorated. But man, do I want to hit it like a Hershey Kiss every now and then. That'd be awful for a diet.
Oh.
I would never survive.
Has Kim dropped off?
Yeah, she dropped off there for a little bit.
I like her. She's got
cannabis. I was fine. I was fine this time. I'm going back about a year ago when I wasn't fine. That's where I'm going back. That wasn't. That's not something I'm very proud of. This time, we just laughed and had a good time. It was kind of pretty innocent. Although I did take her something because she's been having and suffering from headaches. So I gave her something, some of the stuff that I have that you can eat that can make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I brought her a little, and it did. It made her feel a little bit better.
Oh, well, that's good. All good.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I knew exactly what you were trying to tell.
I'm like, are you understanding that we're talking about edibles here? Okay.
Yes. You know me far too well. Sometimes I have to get stuff explained, but I did get that. I did get.
Because there's also been times when you and I will be talking, and all of a sudden you go, "What was that?"
Yes. I'm so innocent.
And then I'd go, "I don't know. What was that?"
Oh my god! Oh my god! You must despair of me sometimes. You must, because I'm so naive about so many things. And I'm a bit rubbish at times, but yeah, no, that was funny.
I had one more moderator here. I realized I don't have a lot of moderators.
Oh well.
And things have changed for me a little bit recently on my channel.
Oh, you've just modded Red Feather. Was she always a red?
I did mod Red Feather, and I also modded Catabus, my neighbor.
Can I just say as well, Carla
Yes.
and Friends. I love her. She's
But
awesome.
it's hard not to like Carla.
She's
There's a lot
lovely.
of
I heard
there are a lot of people out there who want to make Carla unhappy. But the people who are here to, who know Carla and know, what's behind Carla and how good she means, we're not going to let her feel that way. Because
I'm just going by what I've seen on here and talking to you, and I just think she's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Really nice lady.
She is a nice lady, and I enjoy having my time. Her and I, once again, it's probably about as long as I've known you. I've known Carla. I've known you. I've known Carla. I've known Marissa.
Yeah.
And you know who I used to know really well, and she's no longer around. And damn it, if she's no longer around, because I think about her a lot, and I really liked her, was the Erin F. Do you remember her?
No. I don't recognize that. The Erin F.
The Erin F used to have like different stories. She was funny. She would go from her live, but the people started bullying her, and they bullied her right off the internet. Red Muff Media's in the house. Red Rum Media's in the house.
Oh, hi, Red Rum. Hello.
I'm being stupid.
Hi, Audra Blankenship. She said, "You all are the cutest. I've been listening the whole time. Makes me wish I was with my."
And I'm gonna and if you're hold on. Someone just popped up here. Hold on, who is this? Oh, we have Kim Smith back. Ta-da.
Oh, Kim's back. Hi, Kim.
I'm sorry. This is the first time I've done this, so I hit the wrong thing on my phone, and this is actually the first
I can't
time.
tell you, the night that I jumped up there in the middle of Molly's thing, I jumped off easily 15 times. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Anybody who wants to just shut up and say hi.
Right.
There you go.
I don't mind being on camera. It's not a big deal, but I just hit the wrong button, so whatever. But anyway, I missed what y'all are talking about. I'm gonna silence myself and catch up.
No, we weren't. We were just chatting about can't even remember what were we talking about. Just random stuff, weren't we?
Random BS.
Yeah.
Well,
nothing in particular.
Well,
we're very easygoing. We're not like people who demand to have certain things a certain way, and this is how this conversation is going to run. And you better all talk about what I'm talking about, or I'm shutting it all down.
Well, you're so sweet. Thank you. It's an easy way to start doing it. I may never do it again. So,
Kim, where are you from, Kim?
I live in the South Mississippi in the United States. So I live
I love your accent. I absolutely love your accent. It's amazing.
And we love your accent.
Well, it's very Southern Belle, but there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is.
You shouldn't do anything about it. It's amazing.
It's not that But around the world, you sound less intelligent or whatever. It's not that I'm not
Absolutely not.
educated. It's just that, I grew up you know, in this part of the
Absolutely
country, and
not.
that's the way we
No.
talk. So,
No, I don't get that at all. I just think it's just like do you know what I see it as sing song. It's like a sing song. Like here in this country, we have the Welsh accent and the
right.
Irish accent, which is quite sing song, kind of like. I can't really describe it, but I love the English. Sorry, I love the Irish and the
Now,
Welsh
I'm sorry.
accent.
There is
That's
nothing
so
worse,
sweet.
especially like in America, than a Philly accent. And the thing is, people really don't know how to mimic a Philly accent that well. They try to.
I
It just
can't do it.
hold on. I want to see if I can pull it up
I can't do
because
it. I can mimic a Southern accent,
all right. You
but I
don't.
can't mimic a Philly accent at
Hold on.
all.
Philly accents aren't easy.
No, not
But
at all.
you don't sound very smart. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to hear someone like they have those Samuel L. Jackson, your cousin from Boston. We have these commercials with Samuel L. Jackson. It's all around Boston, and they do the Boston lingo.
So is
Right.
it? So your accent, is it kind of very close to New York? Is it close to a New
It's
York accent?
close to New York, but for instance, like
It's not as strong.
right,
I'd say.
our Phillies, who are our baseball team, they work out in Clearwater, Florida. Now I've been out of Philly for a long time. I say Clearwater, but most people who live in Philly would call it Clearwater.
Right.
Okay, so a duh instead of a ch.
Hold on.
Nay. Okay, enough about the Eagles. Those gasheads lost me money on DraftKings last week. And listen,
The Eagles, yeah, the Eagles.
You just both gonna have to go to the
Yeah,
market.
you both got to go to the store.
Don't be a jokester.
It's weird, but you really don't sound smart. It's not a smart sounding accent by no means.
I don't get that. I can tell that there's a difference in your accent and Kim's accent. I can see the difference. I can hear.
That's easy enough.
I can hear the difference.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't get any kind of anything to do with intelligence or anything like that.
Well,
I just love both of them. They're just different accents.
If you ever listen to Molly Golightly, don't you hear the Brooklyn
I hear it.
coming
Yes.
out of
I
her
hear
mouth?
it. I love it.
I love it too. And if I had like a couple to drink, the total Philly starts coming like rolling right out of it. Does it roll? And
Right.
and he just starts saying, "I ain't got nothing." I'm like, "Whoa! Did that really just come out of my mouth?"
Well, that's
Yeah.
I kind of like for example, to me, New York is, can I have a cup of coffee? That to me is a New York. Is that close?
Coffee,
Can
coffee,
I have a cup of coffee?
coffee.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
just
that.
Coffee.
And
That's
then
some
you've got
coffee
the
more talk.
South. To me,
One of the main differences, we pronounce our I's different. Like I say I, and you all say I. And then whenever you pronounce that, it sounds very different. But I was listening to one of my Australian friends yesterday. Y'all know Tori Hodgman. She's changed her channel name many times, but I was noticing that she pronounces her I's like I do, and she lives in Tasmania. And I thought
Tasmania.
that was really neat. That I rewound it a couple of times and I was like, wow, that's how I say that. And I live, in a whole different part of the world than you. I thought that was really neat.
We did well. It is. You can kind of pick up all different kind of dialects. I know that I picked up different dialects from around the world and use it. I don't sound like your northern. I think average, like New Jerseyan. I definitely don't think I sound like one.
You don't.
I don't know what I sound like. I don't think. I feel like I don't have an accent.
You really don't, Ginger Locks. You don't have a very distinctive accent.
I get very hurt because Marissa does everybody else's voice. She never does mine.
I don't have an accent either, though. So I'm with you on that. I don't have one either at all.
But your accent is easy for me to do.
To us, you
I
do,
love
but it's a
doing your
beautiful one.
accent. It's so amazing.
I don't have one. I really don't. I mean, maybe I do to you, but in this country, I don't have a specific area accent. It's just a kind of a British.
You're just British
accent. Yes.
You're just British.
A localized accent. No, I don't. No.
Well, thank
I wish
you.
I did. I wish I did, actually.
Well, I think you sound lovely.
Oh, thanks.
Do you think I have a dialect?
Yes. Yeah, you both sound very different to me. You both sound.
Well, I think I sound different, but I just don't sound like I have an accent. I mean, I guess that's
you do. Well, you do. That's the thing. I don't think I have an accent at all, but obviously to you, I do. And that's the same. I think it's the other way around. You don't feel like you do, but you do to me. And it's so weird because before coming on here and before being on YouTube, I'd never spoken to anyone American ever. Peggy, were one of the first people that I spoke to that was an American.
I never spoke to Australians before YouTube. I never spoke to Australians or anyone from New Zealand, and now I'm like, they're the best.
Yeah, I was. Oh my God, you have no idea how excited I was that I was chatting with you as like one of the first Americans that I'd ever spoken to. It was so exciting.
This
for me.
chick is nuts. How do I get rid of her?
But yeah, no, you definitely do. You definitely do have an accent. I can tell the difference. I can tell that Kim's Southern, and I can tell that you're kind of not. But apart from that, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I'm just still American.
I'm what Marissa likes to call granola, but I'm okay with that.
Yep. As we get older, we get okay with what we are. You know, it is.
I'm happy. I'm happy with granola. Granola's perfect for me.
What do you mean by granola? What does
like mean? I guess back in the day it was more like a hug tree, like a tree hugger, but that's not the case anymore. It's just more like people who, don't care. I'm not real big on fashion and stuff like that's fashion forward, or I like to wear like hippie clothes and like to go to concerts and stuff like that, and I don't really kind of get dressed up like I dress like in down maxi dresses like this. So I guess that kind of makes me kind of granola-ish, and especially due to the music that I listen to.
Okay.
Especially Dave Matthews Band is considered completely.
What do you listen to?
Dave Matthews.
Dave Matthews. What else do you listen to?
But see, that's the thing. I like a whole lot of music because my husband and I were listening to the Echo. We were listening to like Godzilla by Eminem, and it literally went from Godzilla to Eminem to Protocolum's Whiter Shade of Pale. I'm like, could that be the most strangest different songs into each other?
Yeah.
We would laugh. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. But I do. I love 60s music. I love 60s music. I love sex. Go away.
You love what?
Yelling at my phone.
Older music. Let me ask you this. Do you like Elvis Presley music?
Yes, I grew up with Elvis Presley.
Oh, we're buddies forever then.
Oh
yes.
What do you think, Lisa?
I grew up.
I do. I've never been a huge fan of Elvis because it was kind of not really my era, and my mum was never a big Elvis fan. I think that makes a difference. I think
it does.
What your mum listened to and all that kind of thing. So I was never a big, but I do love. I used to watch his Summer Holiday was one of my favorite films.
I think it does have to do with your mom, Lisa.
That was Cliff Richard. I just realised. Not that one. Not Oh, I always got them mixed up. Cliff Richard, they were very similar though, weren't they? Cliff Richard and Elvis Presley.
You know what? I wasn't a big Elvis movie watcher by no means.
I can't believe I
I,
got
I was stuck. I was stuck listening to the music, and I will say stuck because if it was up to me, I would have been listening to Madonna and Michael Jackson and not Elvis.
Do you remember the Big Blue album? Ginger Locks, the Big Blue album my mom used to have. It was Moody Blue was the album, and the record was actually blue. And she played it over and over and over. My mother.
What songs were on it?
All kind. Moody Blue was the main. It was one of his last albums. But
I don't get. But you know what? My mom kind of felt like my mom loved him, but I think at the end, where everything kind of went crazy with him, I think she backed off quite a bit.
I have to tell you.
My parents are like the fans of the doo-wop. So they do all of that like swing dancing and stuff like that. And they go down the shore, down into the New Jersey shore, and Chubby Checkers is there, and they do all that old 50s stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at it, but when you're stuck in it and you're having fun and you're drinking around, it's a lot of fun.
Oh,
yeah.
That's great.
For that era, I do think it does.
Hi, LaDonna. Good to see you, LaDonna.
Hello. It does make a difference who your parents listen to, and I'll tell you who I'm a massive fan of because of my mum is Fleetwood Mac. She was a huge Fleetwood Mac fan, and I am now a huge Fleetwood Mac fan because that's what I grew up with hearing. That's what she played.
Yes.
Can I tell you just a real quick story? And it's not just to rub it in, but I guess maybe I am, but I'm not meaning to. But I used to work for a radio station, and we had all these extra seats, and they were all box seats. So I picked up my friend. It was only me and my friend. We had the whole box seats to ourselves to watch the whole Fleetwood Mac show to us.
No. Oh my God, that is
to watch Mick Fleetwood do the whole drum stuff.
What the proper Fleetwood Mac, the proper lineup.
I was impressed. I was not expecting to be that impressed by Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
I was not.
I've never ever been able to see the proper Fleetwood Mac lineup. I've seen like bands, fake Fleetwood Mac. I've gone to all of those, but the thought of going to see the actual Stevie Nicks and the whole band, that would be
chill. Even the thought of it still gives me chills.
Oh my God, you're so lucky.
I was lucky. Wow. I was lucky because that it had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with what I worked for.
Wow.
I got the tickets for free. I got the box for free.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Right now.
But then, then your radio stations decides to flip format. And so, you're used to Fleetwood Mac and doing something like this. Next thing you're going to Missy Elliott, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. And you were like, what just happened? Because you were stuck up in all this contemporary music, but then you get stuck with, I got to see Missy Elliott when they all do that, when they all line up and they do the gloves and the sweatshirts. I mean, the coolest thing I ever saw. She's so entertaining.
Oh no, I'm still hung up on Fleetwood Mac. I'm sorry, but that's
me too. Me too.
Missy Elliott though is a good one. She is a good one.
Oh my God!
I got to see a lot of good bands. I will say that.
It does make a difference what you kind of hear. Neil Sedaka was another one that my mum used to play all the time. Phil Collins and Genesis. That was
love. I can listen to Genesis and Phil Collins all day long.
Yeah, I was brought.
I've seen Genesis 4 times.
Oh my God!
Really?
Wow. Jesus.
And it's always the same. If the people scream, and the people to the right scream, the people to the left scream, and the bottom people scream, and everybody's screaming all over the place. It's the same show every night. But it's good. And the day he was in Philly, he got so sick. I'm not sure if he broke his ankle or he did something to his vocal cord and he had to be rushed off the stage.
Wow. And when was
And
that?
that was probably about 1992. I think that was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a long time ago.
It is.
God
That's
damn it! I
young.
just
It's
aged
young, yeah.
myself.
Yes, my daughter was born in 1991, so she's almost 30. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
didn't
this
have a
can't
kid.
be
I didn't have
possible.
a kid till 2007. So
Well, I was young when I had her. Which is it turned out to be a blessing. I was 21, but that's still very young.
I was 21 when I had my eldest as well. And it is
Yes,
very young. But
it
Phil
is
Collins
young, but
is
you
an
cope,
awesome
don't you?
singer.
you don't feel
Yeah.
like it's young at the time.
No, not at all.
Hold on,
No.
Audra, my dear. Dave Matthews Band was the first show I took my son to. Now, Dave Matthews Band is going to be the first show I take my kids to. Not necessarily sure about the second one because she don't care, but my oldest one, she does like the music. If I told you the amount of shows, I would really get some kind of like, cuckoo loco person because it's in the hundreds of how many times I've seen Dave Matthews Band and I love them and I'd still spend money to go see them and I want to take my kids to go see them. And oh my God, I could talk the rest of my life and talk about Dave Matthews. I could tell you stories. I could tell they're just the coolest band in the world with the coolest stories and the coolest things. Love that band. All right, sorry, had to go off that. Love the Dave Matthews Band.
That's great.
You know what? And a lot of people are like, I wish I liked something as much as you liked them.
Yes.
And at the same point, I'm like, but do you understand how much money I'm putting forward by going to all these shows? Like,
Right.
really?
But having a passion is worth that much,
It
having
is
something you're
though.
passionate about.
And it's something I'm so passionate about.
And
I've always been passionate about.
It's worth it, because once we get older, I'm 50, but the things you're passionate about kind of come down to the basics. What are you really passionate about? So
when my very first concert I ever saw was Sting. And when I saw Sting, I was all the way up in the nosebleeds. I was in the last row of the last everything. You couldn't get any higher. But it was also in the Spectrum, wasn't a very, very big place. Great show, but for your first concert, it was kind of Sting. It just wasn't that exciting. But then when I saw Genesis, that was super, super entertaining.
You're
Super.
right. And that left an impression on you.
It did. It was super entertaining.
Yeah.
And then I went to see them, I think back in like 2000 and something when they came back to Philly. And it's so funny. It was like a high school reunion. Everybody I knew from high school was there.
I grew up in the heavy metal, when heavy like Van Halen, Motley Crue, things like that. And they would come to our part of the world and it was just, because we didn't live very far from the coast, where we had a lot of bands come down there, Biloxi, Gulfport, and we had a big coliseum down there, and that left a big impression on me to this day. I still have my first concert T-shirt, so that left a big impression on me. So I understand what you mean.
I love concerts. If I could have figured out how to work my life around concerts, but then I look at my body and there's no way that my body would have physically let me work in a concert setting whatsoever.
I understand. I never thought about, some of those girls would get backstage and, use their charms or whatever. And that never crossed my mind. I'm like, years later, I'm like, I'm such an idiot,
I have made it backstage to Dave Matthews, and I never felt like I was there to flash them, show them a good time. I was there to be in awe of who they were. So maybe I was different than everybody else when I was backstage.
That's probably why we never made it back there.
I'm really sorry. I have to do something.
But do you have to?
Red Feather has just put the concert that she went to, the first concert she went to, was The Offspring, and I just have to do this. Give it to me, baby.
And all the
is the right-
and
that's
all the
the right
girlies
tag.
say I'm pretty fly for a
Is
white
it?
guy.
Okay, I've got that right, haven't I? Because I'm going to look a right fool if that's the wrong band.
And
Is
see,
that
I
the right
do.
word?
I miss concerts so much.
I do too. And
Oh,
I live in an area where we used before COVID. It was, I had like three different cities within an hour. I could go to pretty nice concerts, and I
we had
really
the bare
miss
naked.
that.
We had the bare naked ladies at our local park.
Wow. So
Seriously,
Oh, I
and the
love
violent femmes,
them. I
and the
love
violent
them.
femmes.
so, I missed that. COVID really, it was like a big stop sign. Like, okay,
But
pause.
I do believe that's why everybody is so angry and so mad, because there's no other place to put your anger. So everybody
Yeah,
like
that's
pushes
true.
it out towards everybody else. And honestly, us as female creators, or being on the internet, or whatever it is you want to call us, we should support each other, not tear each other down like we
Oh
do
yeah,
so terribly,
you're
because
right.
we do. I just wish people would there's plenty of wealth for everybody. Don't tell
Yes.
Diane that, but
Some people need an outlet more than others. I'm more introverted than I used to be when I was younger, but I still like to go out every now and then, and that just, when it wasn't a choice, I really missed it more, you know what I mean? When it was a choice, you kind of, I can go or I can't, but when you couldn't go somewhere and you had to sit home, it was
yeah,
just kind of,
it was a lot.
yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
lot, and
Yeah.
it's, to me, it still is a lot. I want to still do more, but it's like,
right.
nope, you only have a certain amount of this people outside with the face mask, and if you don't have it covered,
Yes.
it's like, oh my god.
And I live in a more liberal state. How is it for you, Lisa, over there? How are you on a lockdown or?
We're coming out. We're slowly coming out. We are now. Pubs have opened, restaurants have opened, but we're only allowed to sit outside. We're not allowed to actually go in. So if you want a meal or anything, as long as it's outside. So if it's raining, no, not going to happen. But I think it's the 17th of May that everything is opening up. So gyms are open right now, leisure facilities, that kind of thing. But anything like nightclubs, pubs, going into restaurants, that's going to be the 17th of May. So we've got another couple of weeks before it comes back out. So yeah, kind of half lockdown, and we're still not
Right.
allowed people in our homes. We can socialize 6 people outside in the garden. But so again, 17th of May, hopefully that'll all change as well. So we're coming out slowly. But it's a slow process. We're not allowed out the country yet. We're not allowed to.
And I do want to say, I don't know who. Thank you to all my new subscribers that I had no idea
Oh
came
my
out of
gosh! Have you?
nowhere.
Wow!
Yeah, I had a jump.
Wow!
I had a jump. So I want to thank
Wow!
everybody. I hope I can be as entertaining as I possibly can be. You know,
Wow! That's
um,
incredible. Thank you, everybody. Oh,
I
she deserves it as
appreciate it.
well. She deserves it. She does deserve
No,
it.
yeah,
So we
I
all
would say
do.
yes and no, because when I'm not feeling well, I'm sorry, I just don't go on sometimes.
But that's
But when I'm in
okay.
But
That's
when I'm in the
okay.
hospital and people are nuts, I record that shit on purpose. I'm like, I gotta put this up there.
We
I
do
gotta put
have
that.
lives outside. We do have stuff that happens and goes on, and it doesn't mean we can always be around. And I'm sure people understand that. I'm sure they do. They do. And it's all good. But obviously, look at that. That's amazing. That's incredible. Thank you so much, everyone. Wow.
Yeah. And everyone's like, well, why aren't I? Because I don't want to be monetized at the moment. I just don't. I just want to enjoy myself. I don't want people to think that my voice or whatever I'm doing is being clouded by money, because that's
Yeah.
not ever the case.
Good for you. Good for you.
But Lisa, you remember why I did this. You
I
did this
know. Yes,
because
I do.
I was stuck. A lot of my friends worked, this is
Mhm.
before COVID. I tried to find things to do. this was fun for a really long time.
Yeah.
And things got really, really weird, not only
Yes.
on my side, but
Yeah.
on your side.
Yes.
Things
Yeah.
got weird.
Yes.
And it's like now you just don't know what to expect. So, but I'm
Right.
always on high alert of like, you just never know what's going to happen on this platform.
No, you don't. And you do learn a lot, and you do learn who you can trust and who you can't, and who are your friends and who are not. And that's a good thing, though. Actually, that's a good thing, I think. I've definitely
I want to
got a
see.
better. I'm in a
I
better
want to
place
see
for
if
it.
I can share this song with you.
Yeah.
I
I'm in
don't
a
think
much better place for it, I promise you. So it's all good. All good.
share screen. Let me see. Can I do this? All right. So okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So how do I get in there so I can switch? Damn it! I want to put it. How do I put it on the freaking right? Right. You see the screen, correct?
Yeah.
How do I,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
remove it.
Yeah.
But how do I change what the screen is? I thought I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad.
No, it's fine.
No,
I
it's
do
not.
love the autumn sun coming through the trees there. That's
I
lovely.
took that picture
Oh
myself.
wow, that's amazing. Really? That's
We were in the Poconos last fall, and I
that's
took that
beautiful.
picture myself. And the picture that I have of the girls like jumping up, that's Grace at the beach.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Kim's gone again. Kim's disappeared again.
Kim comes and goes. Let me see if I can see if I can find this. You know what? I think I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play it over words. I'm going to get rid of this here. And I heard this, and this was a song that I knew from back in the day. And I'm just like, all right, there we go. All right.
Okay.
This was a song. Let me see if I can get it up.
Is this going to mean something to me? Is it?
It's going to mean a lot to everybody.
Okay.
Actually, it's not just going to be me.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yes, Red Feather, it is a beautiful pic. It's lovely.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. We're not really doing.
This is incredible. This is amazing. Thank you. Oh, all our friends in one place. I love it.
Right. If you're having trouble listening,
It's also,
if you're having trouble hearing, let me know. Okay, so we're going to start doing this. All right. Okay, here we go.
Peggy, everybody's been so respectful as well. It's been amazing.
All right. They could have cut down on the music time, though. They really could have cut down on the music time.
And I'm getting no attention. Why can't you realize how annoying you are to me? Can't you take it? Well, I'm not asking you too much. Just wanna be alone. 'Cause frankly, you bore me. Go away.
Could you hear that?
Yeah, but I couldn't really hear the words that well.
Oh, okay. So, God damn it. So it's like it says, it's frankly, you bore me, go away. It's about someone who annoys the hell out of you, and you tell them to go away. It's actually quite a funny song. It's supposed to be funny, but nobody's laughing.
I wish that. Yeah, I couldn't. It was quite tinny.
It was too tinty. That's the problem.
I couldn't really hear the words.
I'm like, how could I play it so it wouldn't sound tinty? What would I do? What's the song called? The song is called Go Away by Mr. Green Jeans. These are guys I knew from college.
No. Oh, okay. So it's not. I didn't think I'd heard it before.
Yeah, no,
This
is not a popular song, but it's a song that I know in this community a lot of people might want to use.
Okay. Okay. Can you play it again? Because I just couldn't. It was really difficult to hear. What are the words? What do the words say?
All right, hold on. Pull up lyrics. Do we have lyrics on this here? Are they that up to like snuff that they got lyrics?
Yeah, no. Other people are saying they couldn't hear the words either.
That's what I was concerned about. That's why I stopped. Yeah, I didn't. I knew they were good, but I didn't think they were that good that they had. Let me see. Let me look up in here. Go. I don't know why I can't share it. Hold on. Let me try one more time. See if I can share this. Share screen. All right.
Oh, Mr. Positive has said, can you close caption it? What does that mean? I don't know.
StreamYard.
I don't know what that means.
Share audio. Share. Okay. Now, here we are with this. Now, I need to
okay.
switch. How do I? All right. Sharing this tab, StreamYard. Okay, let me see if this works. Guys, if I lose you, I apologize. I'm just chat. But see, this says I want StreamYards. I don't want to leave StreamYards, do I? Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's try this. Are you seeing Google?
Yes, I can see.
Oh, okie dokie. We're in business here. We're in business. All right. I don't think Brian would get mad at me if I shared with this because, what else has he got to do?
Oh, he's asked me to, Mr. Positive has said, can I ask you again? Can you close caption it? What does that mean?
I don't think I can. I do not think I can.
Oh, okay.
I'm good at some things, but I'm terrible at most.
Oh, I haven't thumbed it. I just thumbed up. I just like to. Can everyone thumbs up this, please?
Can you hear this now?
I've just done it. Yes, but no, it's very quiet.
Is that better?
It's very quiet. It's very quiet. It's very quiet. Okay.
And I'm getting no attention. Why can't you realize how annoying you are to me? Can't you take it? Well, I'm not asking for too much. Just wanna be alone. Cause frankly, you for me. Go away. Go away.
This part can go on for a little while.
Yeah, I can hear a lot of I want to be alone, go away.
Here we go.
Cause you're still here and there.
This is old.
Everywhere. Oh, what the hell?
All right. That's enough of that.
No. It was like it's very tinny. I don't think it's coming across.
It's still
really
tinny,
well.
or maybe it's just his voice. Who knows?
No, it's not. It's not. It's the quality. But I did hear. What did I hear? I heard "Go away, leave me alone."
All right. All right, go away. I'm going to write it down just so I can read it off so you can hear. Because in our community, somebody I'm surprised hasn't grabbed this song yet. Lyrics, if there are even lyrics out there, that's a good question.
Yeah,
All
Carly
right,
said it's hard to hear. It is. Music is just louder. Yes, that's it. The music is louder than the singing. You can hear all the instrumental, but the lyrics are quite hard to hear. But I did
all right.
hear that. I
So
did hear "Go Away, Leave Me Alone." I did.
staring and
Yeah.
getting no attention. Why can't you realize how annoying you are to me? Can't you take a hint? I'm not asking too much. I just want to be alone because, frankly, you bore me. Go away. And
I
it's
love
it's
that.
supposed to be a spoof. It's supposed to be a spoof, and then people probably listen to this going,
No,
"That sounds absolutely awful." But this
it's
was back in the
true.
'90s, and it was kind
Yeah,
of a spoof. It wasn't. It was a total joke. So I'm like, as I'm reading this, I'm like, this isn't going down at this age as it was as funny as it was back in the '90s,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
funny.
But no, but yeah, that's very forward thinking. Actually, that's quite forward thinking. But yeah, that was I liked it though. Do you know what? It's quite reminiscent of, the kind of like Weezer and all those kind of bands. The indie bands in the 90s. It's very reminiscent of that.
Right. Right.
They're very similar to that, and I loved all
And
those.
that's exactly, yeah, they were
Yeah,
very similar to the
yeah,
90s bands in the
yeah,
summer. Yeah, they were totally that band. They were
yeah.
totally that band.
No, and I love
But
all that. I
but
love
they
all
were
that.
more local. They were like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. They would go as far as Maryland, and I think they would even go up to New York. So I mean, they did hit a large area of the Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
they were good.
I
They
miss
were
the
good.
days when we were young enough to get into the car and get into the house and rent a house with friends and go out and
Yeah.
sleep on the floor and feel okay the next day. How we did that, I still don't know how
Oh
we did that.
my God. Oh, do you remember that? Oh, I miss I miss those days. But at the same time, I don't. I don't at the same time. There's no way that I could do that now with, just work and family. There's no way we could do all that. But wasn't it amazing at the time?
At the time, it was
Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
Oh my
Now,
goodness.
now
Oh,
you couldn't pay me enough money.
oh God, no. And you know what? I could party all night till 2 or 3 in the morning, and then get up for work for 7. I don't know now. I look back, I'm like, how the hell did I do that? How
I
did I
don't
do
know.
that? But now, oh my God, there's absolutely no way. There's no way. There's no way I could do it. I'm just no, I'm past all that. But oh my goodness, memories are amazing. The memories are good. The memories are good. Oh, is Kim coming back? Is she coming
I,
back? Or is
I,
she
I,
gone?
I think we lost her. I think she
Oh,
said,
hang
I'll
on,
be
she's
back
she's in
into my
chat.
mom. Yeah, she's just kind of hanging out in the side chat. Hey,
Oh,
hey, she just got on here for the first time. I got to
oh, I
give her a
know.
hand. She did really, really
Didn't
well.
she do well?
She did really
Did
well.
amazingly. Oh my goodness, because it is really hard. The first time she will have been
It's
nervous.
nerve-wracking
She will
sometimes.
have
Yeah,
been nervous.
it can
Yeah,
be. It can
yeah, she will
be.
have been.
It's what it kind of reminds me of, like when you're in radio and someone puts you in front and you're on live air and it freaks you out to no end. But once you get past that and you don't worry about who's actually listening on the other side of the microphone,
Yeah,
even though you are aware somebody else is listening, you do tend to forget and you're talking to your friends. And
yeah,
that's what I've always liked about radio.
yes. So that's what I was going to. So what did you do on radio? What was your whole? What did you do? That I haven't really asked you properly about all this.
What did
What
I
was
ever
it you
do
did?
in radio?
Yeah,
Well, all right, it started off where I started working as a sales account.
yeah.
Excuse me. I had a burp there for a second. Um, I was, an account salesperson.
Yeah.
And then, I kind of moved up as time went on. And then we were in charge of events, putting events together, getting,
Oh
people
yes,
to
no, I did.
sponsor
Yeah,
for
I do
events.
remember you saying
And
that.
then I would also be in charge of getting people to do their commercials, sometimes even writing commercials. You'd have to write them, we're supposed to have
Wow.
we're supposed to have, a team that's in traffic 9 times out of 10 they wrote it, but sometimes we had to write it.
Did
We
you
wrote
enjoy it?
proposals.
Was it something you really enjoyed doing?
It was a lot of work, but it was
Yeah.
ball. It was a
Yeah.
lot of work, but it's not a job you can do with kids. Hell
No,
no.
no. Do you miss it? Do you miss doing
Yeah,
it all? No.
yes and no, because now I know for a fact there's no way my body could ever handle like the life of that now.
Yeah.
But back then, do I miss how fun that was? Yeah, I do. That was fun back then.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I mean, we used to, there was this one weekend. The one weekend was we had the country show one day, and then we wound up having this this bike race, this crazy bike race that's actually known all over the country. And it's done in Manayunk, and it's like nothing but the Manayunk is nothing but a big long hill. I mean, it's that's all it is one big hill. That's why people use it for these bike races, and they use it every year.
Mm.
So the first night, we're hanging out with country stars because we got to be on stage with them at the end since we were working. We were hanging out in the back. I knew friends who were going into the buses smoking weed with them. They were cool. Country singers were really, really cool. I never met a country singer that I thought that he thought he was too cool for his bridges.
Yeah.
And maybe Kenny Chesney, maybe, but he still wasn't an ass.
Yeah.
He still wasn't an ass. No one in
But
country that I remember was an ass.
yeah, I'm not into country
Me
particularly.
either. Me
No,
either.
I'm really not.
We
I'm not.
tried. I tried. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Although I do love Dolly. I'm a big fan of Dolly.
Who's
Dolly Parton.
Who's Donnie?
Dolly Parton.
Oh, Dolly.
Dolly, I'm a huge fan of hers. I think she's amazing.
Everybody loves Dolly
Oh, I love
Parton.
her. But so if it's anything to do with her and Kenny Rogers, then yes, I'm a huge fan. But other than that, it's all about divorce and about being
Lisa,
cheated on and
Lisa,
yeah.
you do know that Kenny Rogers passed away, right?
When?
Oh, really?
No? When?
Looking up the date right now, but I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think she knows that he passed
No,
away.
I don't know. Oh my God, when?
Kenny
Was
Rogers.
it recent? Oh my God, I love Kenny.
Spouse died March 20th, 2020. Recent.
No, oh my God,
I'm
no.
so sorry to tell you that, but when you said that, I'm like, I don't think she knows.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh my God.
Yes, we lost our Kenny Rogers.
Hang on, Dolly's gone too.
No, Dolly's still here. Stop.
Oh, for God's sake, don't do
Dolly
that to
is
me.
here.
Oh my God.
Dolly's boobs are still bigger than ever.
Okay. So Kenny. Oh my God. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no. Oh.
Sorry to break it to you.
No, it's okay. It's like, how did I not? How did I? Oh no. Oh. Okay. No, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay. No one. It's fine. It would have been worse if I'd heard Dolly at the same time. That would have been worse.
Yeah, and I was never a big country fan. I did meet this guy, and this is probably the most interesting story that I have, is that I met this guy, and I had to go to a boat show, and I didn't want to go to the boat show, but my friend Allison was like, come on, go to the boat show with me. We get paid for it anyway. I'm like, all right, we'll go get some coffee and stuff, and we'll go to the boat show. So we go over to the boat show because we had like we were having stuff going on from the radio station. And there's this guy, and he's getting up and he's singing his country music. He's got these like snake skin pants. I've never seen this before, ever. And I'm listening and I'm talking. And I looked at my friend. I said, "Is that an Australian accent?" She's like, I kind of think so. A snake skin country singing Australian.
Oh my!
Okay. Who do you think that was?
An Miley Cyrus?
Keith Urban.
Okay. Oh my God! Where did Miley Cyrus come from? I have no idea where that came from.
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban. That's he's married to
This was
Nicole Kidman,
long. This was long before that. Long before that.
God.
And he was nobody because I just thought it was the weirdest thing to hear an Aussie in snake pants singing country. To me,
I can see
it didn't add up.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
can see. Yeah.
And it
I
wasn't
him.
like something that I dwell on. It was just something I remember at the time. I'm like, that ain't something you see every day. And then, you keep moving on.
I can see absolutely. I like him. I really like him. He's very cool, Keith Urban. He's really, really good.
He seemed to be very nice.
Yes, he does.
I can't. Honestly, God, I there hasn't been one country star that I was like, you know what? They were a real freaking. There might be, but I don't remember one saying, sticking out in my head. And there are plenty of other people, but there's not in any country that I go, that person is a real stinking jerk. Not one. Now, ask me some other people, then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Because there are people who should not be assholes who are assholes.
Yes, I agree.
Like
Do you know
vanilla ice, baby. He thought his shit didn't stink in the 90s, and he was being made fun of everywhere he went because it didn't resonate well with people. It didn't resonate.
Not at all. No, and no. Where is he now?
I mean, let's be honest though. Vanilla Ice did take off. It was funny. It was almost kind of spoofy, but he really thought he was. He thought he was going to change it. Yeah, no. And then when Suge Knight takes you by your shoes and hangs you, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Once Suge Knight comes anywhere near me, it's over.
Well, the thing is, Eminem happened.
Suge Knight is the scariest motherfucker out there. Have you ever seen the story on Suge Knight?
No.
Oh, Lisa, I'm going to send you. Oh my God. And then you're going to understand why I'm telling you Suge Knight is the scariest motherfucker out there. Well, he's in jail now.
You need to send me. Can I just say, Kim has just said Dolly has an illiteracy program and gives books to kids for free. Oh,
yes, she does.
I love her. What? She's just awesome.
People like Cardi B and Red Feather. I will never ever understand that. I don't understand that at all. I can't. Oh my God, Red Feather. Oh my God, he's very white baby.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
He's very white baby.
But the thing is, he came at the wrong time anyway. I mean, all of that was shit. I mean, it was ridiculous. But
Eminem, because he hit huge with that. He hit that was the problem. He hit so big, so fast. There was only one place left to go.
But he was a knob. He was an absolute knob.
Oh my God, he slept with everything that walked.
Yeah, he was
He slept with everything that walked. I was not one, but I know a few. He slept with anybody who wanted to sleep with him. He slept with.
He's probably shelf stuck.
I'm talking back the days in the 90s. I'm not talking about him now. I'm talking about the days in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those crazy days.
And people
Those
saw
days.
through him. People saw through him. He wanted to be. He was an Eminem wannabe. Although Eminem came after,
I
that
was
was
going to say, yeah,
what he
Eminem wasn't even
wanted.
around yet.
Yeah, that was what he wanted, though. That was kind of what he was aiming for, I think. And he was never going to do it as well, ever. He was never going to be.
Well, see, here's
anywhere
what
near
happened. What's his name? Something Van Winkle.
Oh yes, it was.
He decided that he was
Robert.
going to start a rock group. He was going to start a rock group, and he apparently was coming to the bar by my school, which I went to, and everybody walked out.
Wow.
It was one of those screaming rock bands,
Mhm.
you know, like the they all scream inside. Like,
that was amazing. Oh my God, you missed your calling. Yes, Red Feather. Eminem was talented. Yes, he was. I agree.
Eminem, what?
Red Feather has said Eminem was actually talented. Yes, he was.
Oh, Eminem is beyond talented.
I agree with that.
Eminem is king. No, if you ever, I mean, I'm sorry, listen to Rapzilla. Holy crap. Just crap. Just wow. Just how does one person make their mouth go that fast to say that many words that sound the same in that time? It blew my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And he did it all himself. I mean, he did it all himself. He was very, very good. Very, very good. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Cat has put a little thumbs up. Yes, for sure. Well done.
I get along with my Marshall Mathers. Me and Marshall.
Marshall Mathers, yes. Can I just say Cat Bust My Neighbour? Loving Cat Bust My Neighbour. Really am. So, Cat Bust My Neighbour has been
Yes, I do. I love Venom too.
Yeah, from the beginning, literally right the way through.
Venom. If I didn't think I was going to get kicked right off, I would play it, but that will get me kicked right off.
What will? What?
Playing Venom.
Oh, do it! Come on now. What have you got to lose?
I cannot get a strike.
Will you get a strike for that?
I would get a strike for copyright. Absolutely. If something like Eminem, yes, you're going to get a strike. Like something like, you know, guys that I knew from college, yeah, I'm not worried about getting a strike from them.
If it's no, don't do it then. I didn't realize if you weren't monetized that it would make a difference. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, if I could, I would, because Venom is not only that, it's a very cool video too.
Oh.
It's a very cool video. I'm stretching my back.
Oh, here we go. Red Feather said it's a copyright strike, not a community strike. What does that mean?
It means it would be against my channel, I think. Yeah, I mean, I could
No.
No,
you need to do what's comfortable with you. Absolutely, yeah. If you
as
think
I said, anybody could sing it. I just can't play it. Just cannot play it.
So we need to get somebody up here to sing it, don't we?
So, you know, we've got about 10 people in here right now. So did you hear about the craziness that's going on over here?
No.
All right. Well, a crazy, the crazy DC person, Diane, she came back.
Oh, okay. No, I've not heard anything about this recently. No.
Yeah, she came back over the weekend to tell the truth of the same bullshit that she's been telling us day after day.
So
I'm like,
the truth then.
Oh my God. If anybody expected the truth, I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry because I never did. But, you know, she had somebody new up there with her. And I'm telling you, you know, she had two friends who did this with her. And I said, one person I hold responsible for the whole thing is Diane. You know, a lot of people want to hold some of the other people, but you know what? It wasn't their name. It wasn't their channel. It was Diane's channel. And guess what? They are pretty much a victim in this. I mean, you know, I don't know what they know, but all I know is that now they're screwed out of a friendship. Who needs friends like that? Good God.
So how long was she gone for? Was she gone for a while? Is she literally just come back? Or?
Back and forth because she was so worried about people coming into her real life. Although she's gone into so many other people's real life, but that was okay. But when they come into her, she wants to throw them fake seek and assist. So it's, if you really want to know how I feel, I'm going to tell you how I feel about this situation, because this woman makes me mad. This woman makes me mad, and I don't get mad about stuff on YouTube. I really, really don't. Diane is infuriating because when someone goes in and then honestly, you heard, hey, I did this, I did this, I did this. They come back and they go, no, I never did this. And you went, but you're lying. You just said you did, but they're still ignoring it. And they're gaslighting you to let you think it's never been said. I'm like, nope, not playing the game. Not playing the game.
So just to clarify, she, obviously we all know what happened with her community and everything. So has anything happened about that? Has anything been done about that?
No, she's still got her fans.
But has anything happened as far as the fact that she's
well, no, because that would be that will determine on what St. Jude decides to do, what the police decide to do, what they decide to investigate in. It would all come down to all different kind of scenarios like that. So honest to God, it's out of everybody else's hand. So nobody else, honestly, at this point gives a crap about her, because what we needed to do, or what as a community who felt like they had been taken from under false pretenses, decided to report somebody because we thought our money was going to St. Jude.
Exactly. So I'm assuming that she has stopped all kind of super chats, all kind of membership, all of that.
No, what makes me mad is that she sit here and she constantly screams, lose the word donation, lose the word donation. Can we talk about how many times before we decided to say the word, lose the word donation, that there was donations for the sick children, 100%. But see, she wants us to forget about that, rewrite the history so it looks like, no, I never said that. And that is never how it's going to happen.
I can't believe that she has that much. God, I can't believe that she's come back.
She's got some strange ass pull. Don't know what it is. She got some strange ass pull.
That makes no sense to me. I would be hiding. I would never do. To be fair, I'd never do anything like that in the first place. But if I had, I would be gone with my tail.
Oh, I totally see you stealing everything.
Yeah, there's no way that I could even bring myself to come back and try and explain something that is so blatantly obvious. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. And she's come. So when was this? How long ago did she come back on and try and explain herself, but not explain herself?
This was either Friday night or Saturday night.
Okay.
Yes, because I was at Marissa's and she had this Sour Patch Kid on there with her, because Randy didn't go with her. Wendy didn't go with her. So, I mean, but she's still sticking to the same story. And to me, I'm like, oh my God, are you still seriously sticking to?
Hang on. Someone's just said, hang on, Red Feather has just said, she said now she wants to donate to an animal charity. Oh my God. Really?
Red Feather, if anybody doesn't look up at least and find out their information and they give her money, then that's on them, man. That's on them. That's on them. And we're not supposed to be upset about this, and we're not supposed to talk about it. And no one's supposed to be upset because no criminal, things have happened where I know for a fact that they did. But it's just like, I'm sorry, we're going to talk about it because, you took money from people. You took money from people, and you may think it was yours, but when you told us it was going to St. Jude, then it stopped being Diane's money to pay taxes on. That's when it stopped being Diane's money to be stopped paying taxes on. I'm sorry.
So I'm assuming that everybody that donated to something they thought they were donating to, which was a good cause, I'm assuming they've all got their money back. Yeah, that's happened, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody's got their money back, but I do think Diane's got some nice designer bags.
Oh, for God's sake. They need to get their money back. They have been scammed. I mean, in the end, it's a scam, isn't it? It's a scam.
How else? What else would you call it?
So how are YouTube okay with this? There has to be something.
It hasn't. I'm not sure if it's fully
that
caught.
Stops people, really good people that think they're donating to to children, unhealthy children. There has to be something in place for them to say, hang on a second, this is not where my money, my hard-earned money I cannot afford, is going to. I want to know how I get that back, because it didn't go. It didn't go to where I wanted it to go to. It went into somebody else's pocket. I would be absolutely furious. Absolutely mortified and furious if that was me.
But see, in the land, we just wipe it off because it never happened, and we move forward with the narrative that we want to rewrite.
It's not right, though. It's not right. These people need to get their money back.
I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna say this to a lot of the people who I know on this avenue, because most of us, I feel, are extremely good people. But this was something a friend of mine posted up, and I went, wow, that was some serious words, because it was true. And here are the words. Loyal people take shit more personally because they would have never done that shit to you. And that's the truth. That's when you have people who are friends and you have people who backstab you, because you would have never done that to them.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. It's just the whole thing is just, it's just, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. And what am I going to put? Hang on. I just saw Red Feather say something. Supposedly she has given refunds to some, but she requires you send her receipts of your super chat. Why do you need
Red Feather?
Red
Feather, do not hold your breath, honey.
No,
do not hold your breath.
She will have all that information. She doesn't need receipts from somebody else. It's all when I've had super chats, it's literally all there. You can see it. She does not need people to send receipts of super chats.
I made a Diane video yesterday. Shockingly enough, I did. And I was mad, and I wanted her to know why we were mad. Not because we're on a hate train, not because we want to see her being taken down, not because of all of that she's saying. No, because you lied to us under false pretenses, and we believed you. We believed you.
Yeah.
And that's what hurts the most.
Yeah, of course it does.
We believed you.
Of course it does. Okay, Catbus, my neighbour, says, psychologically, it is tough to get over. When someone has taken you for a ride or scammed you, not everyone will get over it. So, well, I know that. Everybody that knows me knows what happened to me. So, yes, I totally get that. Absolutely. Red Feather said,
"I." The fact of the matter is, guys, if you want to donate to the people who are doing the channel, and they're not telling you it's going to here, there, anywhere, and you want to donate, you donate because that's what you want to do. That doesn't mean you can't donate. But I'm going to say, when people are doing things for a charity, unless like it was with Marissa, when Marissa had the button right there that went directly to St. Jude, do not donate to somebody else's PayPal.
Exactly.
For another charity, because they're never going to see it.
Don't do it through YouTube. Do it personally. Never do anything through YouTube. Please don't. It has to be done personally.
There's a lot of shady people on here.
Yes.
Lots and lots and lots.
But I donate personally. I've got a few charities that I donate to every month. And I do that personally to the charities. And why? There's no need to do it any other way. There's no need there. It's so easy to do it directly, and you know that all that money is going straight to that charity. It's not, you just don't know. You just don't know.
Exactly.
We're finding that out
And
now.
literally all it takes is one little character inside the lettering for
Yeah.
it to go someplace else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nuts. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah. You need to do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it through YouTube. I would never, on my channel, I would never do a donation thing ever. It's just not worth it. There are so many
Nope.
other avenues.
Totally agree.
Yeah, and also if you do it through YouTube, you're not entirely sure that the whole thing is going to the charity. YouTube are always going to take a cut of something, even if you're doing it genuinely. There is always going to be some. If you do it straight to the charity, you know what you're doing, you know where it's going.
You could be doing it for cancer, and YouTube will take their cut.
Yeah. Yeah. So just don't ever do anything on YouTube. Don't donate over YouTube. It's just, you just look at what's happened. And there's been a couple of situations, not just Diane, but lots of things that have come up that it doesn't always seem like it goes where it should go. So just do it yourself. Go do it through your own means. Don't do it through YouTube. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Not when it comes to charity stuff.
No, definitely not. No.
But did you hear what happened with Marissa the other night?
No. I've been working.
All right, now this is some good news. This is some good stuff that happened. So Marissa decided she just wanted to, start this new channel, which was Molly Golightly Live or Molly Golightly Reacts or whatever it was. And she thought she was going live from this new, platform, but she went live on her old platform. Mm-hmm. And so instead of hitting, subscribe or whatever, she hit a link to directly donate to St. Jude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, she had like $2,000 in there, and nobody could figure out why there was already $2,000 in there. But she said maybe it's from things that I've done and I didn't even realize that I put in there. All of a sudden, that $2,000 within 3 hours turned into $16,000.
Wow.
St. Jude, and everybody got a receipt from St. Jude that it went to them.
Good. That's good.
16 over 6 in 3 hours. People are trying to take it away from her. I'm like, girl, no one can take that away from you.
Yeah.
They're just either pissy because it didn't happen to them, or they didn't think of something else for it. But guess what? It just happened.
Yeah.
You can't make stuff like that not. And it was remarkable, but some people still want to shit on it because they're just shitters everywhere. That's all.
So if you give donations on YouTube, does anything go to, I don't know about this. I don't know. I've never done this on my channel, so I don't know. But does the whole lot go to where it's supposed to go? Does YouTube take a cut, or what happens?
If you did the direct donation that she did, do I believe the money still comes out for YouTube? Possibly. Not real sure. Mm-hmm. But everything else is 100% goes to St. Jude, because I got a receipt. I'll show you my receipt. I still have it. I have the receipt. It told me, because I put down $20.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
And I totally got a receipt because it was like magic. Everybody just started giving a little and a little and a little, and then there were some people that gave like $2,300.
Oh
my
God!
Are you kidding me? Oh yeah. She wasn't asking for it. It wasn't something she asked for. It just happened.
Mm.
But she's got the people who hate her, and they'll totally ridicule, put her down and say she did this, that, the other thing, and blah blah blah. And she didn't do shit except sing really, really loud.
But she's very honest. I mean, really, I have to say,
she's one of those people. And see, I'm that type of person too. I would rather you tell me the honest, and if it hurts, fine.
Yeah.
I'll take the hurt.
Yeah.
I'd rather not fluff up my ass and tell me I look good when I look like a big fat slob.
But you don't. But
No,
she,
but that's what I mean. Like, for instance, if she went out and she was wearing something, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I would think twice. Maybe that's something I would say. But I mean, number one, she's not a fat person. Number two, even like saying any of that, like there was no need to say anything like that. But if I had a situation with any friend, I would say, you might want to look, because I think maybe, and then you start looking through their stuff. Maybe this will look better.
Yeah.
That'll look good.
I like that. You're a good friend. You're a proper friend. That's the kind of friend we all need.
You won't let them going out looking dumb.
Exactly.
You try not to hurt their feelings, and we're going to make them look better at the same time.
Exactly. That is the kind of friend us ladies need. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's no point. You're not going to let somebody go out looking like a mug, are you? There's no way.
But when you do have drunk friends who go out and like half the stuff is down to their knees, and then you're like, now what do you do? Now what do you do? I ain't putting my face down there, because that ain't going to happen. No.
But I do
let's figure this out before we get in the elevator. Okay.
I'm not, I've never really, I'm not a huge fan of Maria. I not that I'm not a huge fan. I just haven't really had the chance to get to know her. I don't really know much about her.
I know you do. I know you don't know her.
I know. So, but from what I've seen of her, I like her. I do like her. I think she's honest. I don't think there's anything mean about her. I ended up
at her house twice this weekend.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice. I was so mad. I don't know if you've ever been mad at yourself if you had to drive somewhere and you really didn't need to, but you had to. And it was a 2-hour ride. And the whole time, and it was thankfully 5:30 to like 7:30, so it wasn't too late. But I was beating the shit out of myself until I got up to her drive. And then I'm like, all right, I'm here. I'm not going to get mad at myself anymore.
Yeah.
That was one long drive of beating myself up inside, because I was like, you left the whole bag, you left the whole fucking bag.
How long were you driving for?
I was home.
Oh.
I went to a communion party for my family. We were there. Now, we had gone to Hershey World that morning, so I got them Hershey stuff for like the party and stuff. I was tired because I hadn't been able to eat due to, the issues that are going on. So I said, I kind of want to go home and get something and put something in my stomach. So I go home and I start to empty my stuff. And she had given me a couple things that were really cool, like some decor stuff that I really, really liked. And so does my husband. As I'm going through, I'm like, where's the bag? I need the bag. That's all my nighttime medication for my ankylosing, for my back, for my allergies, for my stomach, for my nausea, I'm starting to flip because there's no green bag. And I have a van, so there was a couple of places I could look. There's no bag. I called her and she's live. And she hung up on me. I'm like, God damn it, she hung up on me. Called her right back again. And she's like, I'm live. I said, I know you're live. I get you're live. I said, but I left my bag at your house. I swear to God, it's there. It's got to be there. And she's like, there's no way. No way. Oh, my God. So she's going through the house and she's looking through. And all of a sudden you hear, oh, my God. Like, son of a bitch. I said, all right, I'm going to go talk to my husband. I'm going to figure this out and I'll call you back. So I go downstairs and I'm like, he's like, all right, well, maybe she can meet you halfway. I'm like, no, I don't think that's a good idea either. I said, why don't I just drive out there now, sleep there, and then come home in the morning? because I said, if I choose and wait to go tomorrow, then I got 4 hours all in one day. And I don't want to do that. And she still had a room open. So it was like, as long as you don't mind if I come and spend the night again. She's like, are you kidding me? We get to have another girls' night? I said, guess we get to have another girls' night.
God. I would do the same.
2 hours, drove up. We laughed. We sat in her bed.
Oh.
And just like it was like a kid sleepover party.
That reminds me of me and my best friend. We do exactly.
She's fun that way. And she's entertaining as all get out. Her stories are good.
Ginge, I need to take a bathroom break.
Well, why don't you take it back? I'm going to have to go because it's now already going to 7 o'clock here.
Okay, I will.
We've been going for over 2.5 hours.
No, oh my God, that's gone so quickly. I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
I enjoyed myself so much.
I always enjoy seeing you. I'm so glad that you came up.
I'm so pleased I did too. Oh, thank you so much for having me. I had no idea. Honestly, I've loved it's gone so
I had no idea this is where this was going either.
No.
Who knew?
It's always great though. I always love chatting with you.
And thank you everybody to all my new moderators who I brought in. Thank you everybody because sometimes you just get some wackadoos coming in here who just want to be jerks.
Do you know what? We haven't. They've all been incredible.
No, we haven't had anything going wrong. Thank
God. Catbus, my neighbor. You're amazing. Red Feather, you're amazing. Mr. Positive, you're amazing.
Thank God. I already had people already tormenting me in other streams. I thought I was for sure in trouble.
No, they've all been incredible. Literally, there has been nobody.
These people are all great people. That's why.
Yes, they are.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
From Mr. Shannonite, who comes out of the sofa every now and then, to Mr. Positive, who's throwing out positivity. And sometimes when he gets mad, he throws some negativity as well.
Mr. Shannonite. Oh, he said it's always a pleasure having me.
How are you having her, Mr. Shannonite?
Thanks, Mr. Shannonite.
Carla knows I love her to death. I talked to her. Red Feather, thanks so much. Catbus, my neighbor, good to see you. Good to see you.
Catbus, my neighbor, is incredible. Catbus, my neighbor, has been here the whole time, literally.
Jeanette,
amazing.
Nice to meet a girl who almost had the same name that I had.
Thank you, Jeanette. Audra.
Actually, the girl who had the same name I had for 3 days.
Yes. Do you know what? I was literally just thinking that. We said that was a full circle. A full circle. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut it down. Right, I think I'm going to watch me some It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because it's one of my favorite shows and kind of go chill out.
Carla and friends, love you, love you, love you. You're lovely.
I love you and I think you're lovely too.
Yeah. You take care, sweetie. I'm going to leave and go for a wee. But you take care. I'll speak to you later.
All right. I love you, dear.
I love you.
You go for that wee.
Wee. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Was that too much information? It might have been. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I'm so comfortable. I'm obviously far too comfortable.
Hey, at least we make each other very comfortable.
We do. It's been a long time.
Exactly.
You take care. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. It's been lovely to see you, and you, Peggy, love you so much. And I will. All you got to do is hit the phone on the messenger, and it calls me. I know.
Just in case you forgot.
I know.
Hey, and if Nick is around, tell her just to hit the phone button. That's all it takes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just rubbish. I honestly.
You are rubbish sometimes.
I am rubbish. I know this. But I will. I promise you. I've got 4 days off soon. I've got 4 days off soon, so I will be on the phone constantly. I promise you.
You go or you're gonna have some issues.
Yeah. thank you so much. I've had a blast. It's been amazing. Thank you.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
It has. Thank you to everybody.
All right.
You're awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll see you guys over the.
Oh,
Thanks,
will.
Nick. And Nick, remember what I said? Damn it, remember what I said. She's on my side.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I hear her. We see each other.
She's smiling.
All right, ladies, I'm going to end it down.
All right, sweet.
Go
You
to the
take care.
bathroom.
Love you lots.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.